everyone, welcome to another episode of SARUSHOW. It's been a while since we've done the whole SARUSHOW thing, but we're back. We're back at our normal programming. It looks like all of our regulars are here, which is awesome. Let me go ahead and take a quick peek and see who is in the chat. Give me one moment. I'm going to go ahead and pop out the chat here. Looks like we've got all sorts of people. We have Unloved Homie is here first. David Rovars. AM Corbin. Is that Corbin? Did we change names? Let's see here. Randrick is here. Hulkarine is here. Welcome. Well, Wreck-It Renz is here. Jeff Allison is here. Super Boo. Looks like all the regular people here. Nick is here. Guy is here. Let's see. And Russ is here. Matthew. Very cool. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, for those of you who are new, it looks like all the regular people are here, but for those of you who are new, SARUSHOW is our weekly Saturday show that we do. We usually pick a subject, we talk about games. With this subject, we went ahead and went with games that we're playing during quarantine, games that we want to play when we finally get out of quarantine, I guess, or games that we can play during quarantine. It doesn't really matter. I kind of want to know what you guys are playing during quarantine as well. So, whoa, the show just started. We already got a donation. Nick Carroll says, "Give me the snack," he says. Thank you very much, Nick, for that $10 donation. Here's a snack. You can have a Nutter Butter. This box is awfully light. Looks like Jesse's already gone through most of the box already. But anyway, Crazy Cubano is here. What is up, Gabe? Thanks. Well, for coming in. Welcome to the show. So we're super late today. We're like an hour late because we had internet issues. We had issues setting everything up. It was just a mess, and we haven't done the whole videos wasn't working, like all kinds of stuff. So next week we're hoping to start at 8 o'clock at our normal time for a SARUSHOW. But it happens. It's gonna happen. But anyway, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, one of the things that we wanted to talk about before we get into the rest of the show is the video game of the week. So this week we're doing video game of the week. We're showing Gundam Russ's video, which we showed during the Polymega stream. But that's not really SARUSHOW, so we just showed it because I had to go to the bathroom and I had something to like put up. So we're going to go ahead and show Gundam Russ's video for the YouTube Gamer of the Week. Now, for anybody else who might be interested in doing a video for YouTuber Gamer of the Week, just reach out to me on Facebook or here or anywhere and let me know that you're interested. Basically, YouTuber Gamer of the Week is a thing that we do to showcase any YouTubers that, preferably under 5,000 subs, because if you're above that, you don't really need to have that push, but it's just to get people to take a look and see what other channels are out there that might need that little extra push. It's all about that community thing. So we're trying to do that here. We're trying to get the whole community vibe with YouTube, something that's not really there anymore, right? With YouTube. So if anybody who is interested in doing the YouTuber Gamer of the Week, please let me know. It's basically just like a 5-minute video or less or more, however, as long as it's not over like 6-7 minutes. We want to keep it pretty short. But if you're interested in doing it, go ahead and let me know, and we'll do it. SaruPro, if you guys have any video game music requests, let me know, and I will play them. Right now we're playing Shubibin Man because I just wanted to pick something random. But if you guys want me to play something for you, go ahead and let me know. What's up? Oh, okay. I thought you were going to come over and tell me something. You want to give me something? No?
I'm okay.
You're okay? Jesse just came around the table like I thought he was going to give me something.
So
Hyperdual says Pabst. Alright, let's go ahead and see if we got some Hyperdual here. We shall see. Hyperdual, yes, they had the Technosoft Redbook audio. Very nice. Alright, we're gonna play that. Whoa. Alright. Let's see, what am I playing? Lots of Saturn fighters and random shmups between Switch and Saturn. That's cool. Right now, I've been playing... Well, obviously, you guys... if you guys have seen the rest... Or last week, we've been playing on the Polymega a lot. So I've been playing a number of games on the Polymega, but nothing that I've been playing for a very long time. I'm looking to get into some games and oops, sorry about that. I'm looking to get into some games that hopefully I can chip away at. I have a lot of RPGs that I haven't gotten into. Corbin says, playing the free games from Sony. Yeah, I saw you play. I saw some of your Uncharted gameplay that you posted on Twitter. I'm not big on Twitch, but I did see your Twitter posts, and they were kind of funny. Just the ones where you were trying to figure out what to do. I thought those were hilarious. Sakura Tyson. Who's playing Sakura Tyson? Michelle? Michelle said she beat it, right? Sakura Tyson music. You know what? I'll play that next. I love Sakura Tyson. Let me cue that up. And after we listen to a little bit of that, we will play Sakura Tyson music. Because I do like Sakura Tyson. Let's see if I can find the one that I like, though. Sakura. If I can spell. Hanagumu. Very cool. Alright, so we have Sakura Tyson queued up next. So we're set for music for a little while. Let's see here. Playing Animal Crossing. It seems like everybody is playing Animal Crossing right now. Okay, Japan Video Games, what's up? He says he's playing Final Fantasy VII Remake and Phantasy Star Online 2. Let's see here. Objection says he just finished East Origins, and he's playing Trails in the Sky right now. Nice! Arcade Games donated $10 says drink. Jesse owes us one. Hey, I can drink too now. So I couldn't last time we were doing it because I was taking antibiotics. So I can go ahead and drink as well. Why don't you go grab the sake? Is there any Pepsis in there too?
Yeah, I think there's one Pepsi.
Awesome. I would like that. Pretty please. Let's see here. Order the new game. Oh, that's right. The new game is coming out. I don't even know if I have the US one pre-ordered or not. I don't think I do. Super Dimensional says, I'm going through Dracula X on the mini PCE. Very nice. Very cool. Tuna VHS says he's playing Eastbook 1 and 2 on the TurboGrafx 16. Just got the duo. We got some fresh soju here.
So you gotta finish this.
And we got grape soju. Is a plum in the fridge too? Plum soju?
Yeah.
Let me move the soju. Soju. Currently playing Persona 5 Royale, says Jeff Allison. I kind of want to check that out. Do you need to play... Royale is kind of like how the Golden was, right? For Persona 4. Do I need to play the original one to play Royal? Probably not, right? Alright, we got all the sojus here. Look at... We got plum soju, grape soju, regular soju. So I'm going to do a shot. Let me drink something, though, because my mouth is, like, super parched. Oh, you do have to play the original. Okay. Well, shoot. Have been watching the anime. Seems okay, says Screw the Net. That's based off of a PC98 game, right? And it was on PC98 and Sega Saturn. JT says next week he's playing Trials of Mana. Oh, nice! Very cool. Oh, that's right. That comes out soon, doesn't it? Shoot. I didn't even think about that. Very cool. Rich is here. He says he's playing Doom Eternal and Hyperduel on the cabinet. Speaking of Hyperduel, man, that's one on the Saturn that I wouldn't mind having, but the game is like $500 or something crazy, isn't it?
Whoa, $500?
Yeah, it's like super expensive. It's one of those like rare Saturn shooters that costs a lot of money. One day though. Let's see. Matthew Roche is also playing he says. Oh no, he's playing the game Final Fantasy VII Remake and A Girl Who Chants Love. Was the original one like a naughty game? Was it like a hentai game? I think it was, right? Wasn't it? I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me. Let's see here. It's the most expensive Saturn shooter, I believe. Is it? Man. It might be. I just threw that price out. Last time I checked, it was like $500. What's it going for now? I imagine it can't be that much more, can it? Let's see here. Are you reading the responses from last week or whenever it was? Just reading the comment section. We're reading... Wait, what are we doing? No, we're reading the comment section.
Last week's questions.
Yeah, we're reading the last SARUSHOW's questions at the end. So that's why we're talking about quarantine games, because it has to do with the question that we asked. What games everyone is playing during the quarantine.
And that's for this week's.
Matthew says the original had naughty scenes in it. If you're talking about next week's question, Michelle, that's for next week. Next week we're doing PSP and Vita. I enjoy me some eroge, says Objection. That's what I thought. I thought it was an eroge game. What is the most you'd spend on a single game? Well, the most I did spend was $500 on Sapphire. I think that would be my limit. Like if I absolutely wanted a game, I think 500, maybe 600, including like shipping and stuff, depending on where it's coming from. Maybe. Yeah, I wouldn't spend that much. Talking Steam Hearts? Oh man, I wish. That's one I want actually for Saturn. It looks like they improved a lot on the Saturn version of Steam Hearts from the original PC Engine, which is to be expected, right? I mean, it did come out a whole year and a half later. Pope the Revex says he was lucky enough to get the Saturn shooters before the prices shot up. Last Duel was not one of them. Dodonpachi and Sokyu Gurentai Otokuyo. Nice. That's very cool. James Molly says the most recently has been playing Kid Chameleon, really, on the Genesis. It's one of the few games I never finished that I had growing up. That's a cool game. I like the concept of Kid Chameleon for sure. Let me lower this just a tad. It might be a little loud. There we go. Okay. I don't remember seeing a question for last week. It was the week before. When was it? Not last week because we didn't. 2 weeks ago. We didn't have SARUSHOW last week because we were doing non-stop Polymega. So we didn't get to do SARUSHOW last week. Where's my shot glass? Can you hand me that?
Right there.
Okay, here we go. Let me get all whatever the hell's in here.
So that's next week's video game contest?
Yep, that's next week's question, you guys. So go ahead and click on that. Because that's next week's SARUSHOW subject. Crazy Commander says, I think 500, 600 would be my limit as well as for some sweet AES games. What was the most, Crazy Commander, what was the most you spent on an AES game? Because I know those, it's really easy to spend that much money on AES stuff. So I'm just wondering, what's the most you've spent on an AES game? Never heard of disc rot unless just refers to degradation of digital media. You've never seen like on discs there's like that weird like pinholing that happens and it starts to get bigger. Nick says, anyone ever play Jan d'Arc on PSP? Yeah, I have it. I have it. It's pretty cool. I have actually never beat Jan d'Arc. That would be one that I would like to go and go in and beat someday. Paid $600 for Snatcher. Well, now it's like 1,000. So, because every time I see it, it's always like 1,000.
Drink.
Oh, that's right. All right, let me go ahead. You guys talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna take one shot of the regular soju. There, this is for Russ. Thank you very much, Russ, for that. Yeah. It's good. It's smooth. That one doesn't taste like anything except soju.
True Gaming's here.
We love you, Saru, says John. We love you too, John, with Intrigue Gaming. Thanks for stopping in.
That's such a cool little like shot glass.
The Mega Man one? Yeah, this Mega Man one is cool. Let's see here. Anyone? He says, I paid $6. Oh, never mind. I already read that.
I'm going to pay $500 and I wouldn't be sure that game played without the shoes.
RG Dickinson says, Saturn Street Fighter 03 was the most I spent on eBay auction. Got it for $150. Actually, that's good, isn't it? Doesn't it go for like $250 now? $250, $300? Let's see here. Crazy Kubana says it's a tie for $350 between Mutation Nation and Sengoku 2. Really? That's the most you spent on a game? I would have figured that AES games, you probably would have spent a good deal more. Oh, sorry. Let's see here. $350 is not bad. Matthew Roche says if I was going to spend $500, then I would ensure that game would not play without issues. Yeah, it's a lot of money. So the person I bought it from, it was Sapphire. He is like he's the biggest PC Engine collector in like the whole world. He's got like the biggest collection, and he hails out of Italy. So his stuff is always in like good tip-top mint condition. So the Sapphire that I bought from him was in excellent shape, and I got it for $500 from him.
Pap says Sengoku too.
Sengoku 2 around 700 to 1,000 now. Woo!
Damn.
Holy crap. Pabst, what is the most you've spent on an AES game? Because I know you're collecting AES and MVS now. If you're okay with sharing that information, obviously. Robert Torres says, hey, sorry, what's up, Robert Torres? Welcome to the show.
Pop said 03 on the Saturn is a holy grail.
It is, yeah. It's getting up there now.
Do you have it?
Nope. I wish. I should have bought it. You know who had it? Who was selling it at a convention? Scific was selling it for like $200, and I was like, fuck that! I should have bought it. I didn't have the money though. Otherwise, I would have bought it. I bought Polestar from him that convention for like $90 or something, which was pretty good, I think.
He also gave you the Korean
manual. That's right. Scific gave me my Korean manual. David Rover donated $15. He says Yuki is the only legit quarantine game because she is sick as fuck, says David Rover. I know David Rover's been working diligently on the PC version of FX Unit Yuki. I'm excited. He's probably almost done with it by now. Let's see here. I would get Snatcher for the PC Engine CD if there was an English fan patch for it. I hope that somebody does have that in the plans. Let's see here. Saru, where's the Polymega today, lol? No Polymega until Monday. Come on Monday, we will have more Polymega. Monday and Tuesday, and then Friday. And then I haven't decided, I think Wednesday or Thursday, I might play just PS1 on one of those days. I haven't decided which day yet, though. But Monday, we're going to do Sega Mega Monday, so we're going to do, like, Mega CD and Sega Saturn that day. Are there still copies of FX Unit Yuki for sale? Yes, you can still get FX Unit Yuki by going to the website. What did I do with my... Where is my YouTube chat? Did I lose it?
So awesome. I appreciate you streaming for so much for us, says Nick Carroll.
No problem. I'm glad everybody stopped in. Really, it's awesome that you guys all came in here to check it out. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pop out my chat so I can see.
Polymega Monday, say super.
Polymega Monday. Yeah, that's right.
Taking a break from all that intense simulation.
Yep. So, the Polymega is taking a breather right now because we don't want it to melt. Oh, look at David Rover. Thank you so much. There's the website. David Rover, who is a programmer of FX Unit Yuki, by the way, posted the link. He did an excellent job programming the PC Engine version of FX Unit Yuki. It's my favorite version of the game because we worked on it. Saru, do you have Last Bronx for Saturn? Yes, we do have Last Bronx for Saturn. Maybe we can play that on Monday if we have time for the bonus games. What's the best format to buy the game on? So we, the version that we made, me, David Rover, and the other two people, Black Tiger and Garbled Waves, we are responsible for the PC Engine version, and then we ported the version to Dreamcast. But my favorite version is always the PC Engine version because it's the one we made directly. But you can get both versions on the website, PC Engine and Dreamcast. Dreamcast version adds some things like better colors and stuff, but then you have like the Dreamcast pad. God, I hope they make a better pad for the Dreamcast. I hate the Dreamcast D-pad. It's so gross. But yes, here are FX Unit Yuki for PC Engine. These are new copies. Jesse, I guess, ran downstairs to grab some. And the Dreamcast version of FX Unit Yuki. The covers do vary. Every version of FX Unit Yuki has a different cover. We also made it for the Sega Genesis cartridge, but those are long gone, and they were very problematic. They only worked with Model 1 systems, Model 1 Mega Drive, Model 1 Genesis, and that's it. And clone consoles. They work with clone consoles as well. Let's see here. Sarumaru, there seems to be an issue when you try to buy TurboGrafx CD and Dreamcast version together over PayPal. Uh-oh. Is there? Because I saw you, it looks like you bought one, didn't you? You bought the PC Engine version? Did we change the button or something?
No.
Because we got some orders, that's weird, because we got some orders from Japan recently.
Who said that?
Matthew.
Oh, Matthew.
Matthew bought the...
Someone bought another one today.
Yeah, I know Matthew, I saw Matthew's name,
Oh,
I think, on the PC Engine version, maybe?
Can you,
Yeah, he got the TurboGrafx PC Engine. Huh?
Let me see.
Jesse's going to check it out right now. He's going to see what's going on with that link to see what happened. Retrobit is going to be making a really nice pad later this year, I saw. Really? Is that... Which one is it? What does it look like? I don't know. I don't remember. I'd like to... Let me see. I'll look it up. Let me look it up here. Dreamcast Retrobit pad. Let's see. I guess there's no pictures of it yet, is there? Because that would be cool if they made, like, one that was nice. Because their stuff is, like, good quality. Good quality stuff. Let's see here. Do you think Polymega will make their own arcade stick in the future? Probably not, but I'm guessing that they're going to offer support for other things. Because what Brian was saying, Brian with Polymega, he was saying that they're going to make a module for different controller types, which would be cool, right? If they did like a module that supported like one of them was, I guess, Sega Saturn. So if you have any sticks for the Sega Saturn, you'll be able to use them on your Polymega controller thing. I don't know what they're gonna call it.
Yeah, it seems to be working right here.
Envious all the way for Neo, says Rich. Let's see. Most valuable game I have is Flying Power Disc. What did that run you? I don't know what... I have no idea what AES games go for, to be honest. I saw a diagram. I'll drop it in the chat. Cool. Retrobit DZC Lad is standard shape with 6-button and improved D-pad. Nice. Very cool. There are prototype pics of it. Nice. Polymega should add a module for Mayflash sticks. Mayflash are USB, aren't they? I wonder if they could just add the driver so that the Polymega just plays them automatically. That would be cool.
Are you going to share those snacks, Randrick?
Alright, Randrick. Randrick has snacks. What are you eating, Randrick? Outdoors Joe says that there's prototype pictures of it right now. Hi, Kitsune-sama. Welcome to the show. Polymega has to go for gold and support Magnavox Odyssey ports.
So I would say
and CDI.
Take another shot because someone donated 15.
Oh, did they? Did we not get it? Oh, that's right, David Rover. I'll take another shot for David Rover. Let's see, what do I want to take? We'll dwindle this one down a bit because this one is full.
Pap said it was worth $700-ish. I got it for $120. It was legit.
Damn.
One of those games I got seconds after I was put down, and they didn't know what they had. Oh, lucky.
Dude, $120? Holy crap. That's crazy. This one is for David Rover, the programmer of FX Unit Yuki. Cheers to him. Thank you, sir, for your donation.
Toon said, can you play Katamari
Damacy.
OST?
Yeah, after we play some Sakura Wars, we're going to be here for a couple hours or more. So we'll have time to play all of that. Maybe we can write that down or I'll forget. Because as I start drinking, I start forgetting. I start forgetting stuff. Let's see here. I think Polymega 6-button PCE controller looks dope. It does. It looks kind of like the Avenue 6 pad, right? But all shiny and new. Here's the cool thing about the Polymega controllers is that they'll work with legacy consoles. So I'm excited to see how that 6-button pad works on my original PC Engine once we get that all that stuff in. I'm excited for it though. It looks really good. And I think they're charging $30 for the controller separately, I believe. Which is not bad for a brand new controller, if it works well. The Polymega controller itself, even though it looks like a generic controller, the feel and of it feels premium. So I'm hoping the PC Engine Polymega controller has that premium feel. Yeah, Michelle, they made it basically like the Avenue 6 pad. It looks like the Avenue 6 pad, but for Polymega. Let's see here. Saru, I wanted to ask, instead of buying imports from eBay, where else would you recommend? So I haven't been buying from eBay in a while because like Japan Post and blah, blah, blah. So I use Zen Market to buy stuff from like Yahoo Auctions or Buy.e. Buy.e is another one that you could use. They're both proxy services that they let you sign up with PayPal. Really easy. Buy.e is probably the one that's the easiest one to use. Because you basically just sign up, give them your PayPal, you're ready to buy on Buy.e. but I think it's slightly more expensive than Zen Market to use. But I've always, for Yahoo Auctions, I've always used Bai, and then for Zen Market, I use it for Rakuten, and then Zen Market Plus has a bunch of stuff as well. But I use both of those, Bai and Zen Market. And I always use DHL for shipping. So make sure you choose, yeah, what Randrick said. He says Zen Market right now, you need to use DHL to get your stuff. I've always used DHL with Bai and with Zen Market, just because it's not that much more expensive. But those are the two services that I recommend. Bai is legit. Have scored good stuff on Mercari. Me too. That's the one thing about Bai. I've scored the most on Bai, but I use both. So like the cool thing about Zen Market also is that you can shop from shops direct. Like the SNK shop has a shop on Zen Market, and there's like no like fees for it with it, like buying fees and stuff, if you buy stuff from the SNK shop. And I bought things like mugs and like Samurai Showdown. I bought like the Japanese one, a bunch of charms. So I use both services. Amazon Japan is really awesome too. Yeah, and Amazon Japan is great. So for my new stuff, I use Amazon Japan. I have Japanese Prime. You still have to pay for shipping even if you have Japanese Prime. It just means that you can get that priority international shipping for cheap. It's like usually like anywhere between $5 and $10 for shipping if you have Japanese Prime. You could also buy stuff that you couldn't, like PC Engine, the Day 1 edition. I think you could only get if you were Prime, because it was a Day 1 thing. I don't remember. I think so. But either way, I have Japanese Prime. It's like $5 a month for Japanese Prime. And it's really good.
Matthew said, is it better after you had it broken in the D-pad, Saru, for Polymega?
Yes, it is. It is better. So when I first got it, I was having issues with diagonals really bad. Like, in Lords of Thunder, it was the most noticeable, because like I would try to go and he'd be like and I was like, what's going on? But after some use, now it seems to be fine. What is your Ram thing? So that's the karaoke thing. I can show you, actually, if you guys want to see. That would be a good way to start off the show. Oh, is it in a...
I have no idea.
It's not in that box up there?
No,
Here,
it's not in that box.
Oh.
It's somewhere over here on this side.
Did we move it?
Yeah, we moved it.
Okay, well, Jesse's going to take a quick look to see. But basically, it's like a karaoke unit that you put, like, your IFU thing on top. And you get karaokes. You can do karaokes on it. Wow, this thing has a lot of songs on here. We're still listening to Hyperdual? Someone asked what? I can't hear you. He's in the room. Away from. Have you been hit with custom import fees? Oh, customs with Zen Market or by? No, I've never had to pay customs fees here in the U.S. for whatever reason. I've never had any issues with customs. The only time I actually had to deal with customs is when I bought arcade machines back in like 2003. That was the only time I ever had to deal with customs, and that was only because they brought the arcades in a shipping container from Korea, so I had to like hire like a customs agent and everything. God, it was a huge pain in the ass. Sorry, do you think Polymega is ready for launch, or do they need a lot of work to do? There is some work that needs to be done, but thankfully they still have the time to do it. I wouldn't say they need a lot of work. Basically, some of the things that need to be done is just compatibility issues with their BIOS. But if you were to sideload your BIOS, all of your own BIOS files, which you can get on like ROM Hustler or something, you can download all the BIOS files that you need. Super easy. Dump them onto an SD card, put them in the back of the Polymega, and almost everything is compatible, except like disk switching is still having issues. Let's see here. Have you been hit with custom what is that ROM? Okay, we got the ROM amp here. Let me go ahead and show you. Oh, it is heavy, and it's outside of the box because we pulled it out a couple times. But this thing is a beast, and it is heavy.
Media glitch is here. Says, whose hand was that?
That was
I don't
probably
know.
Jesse's hand. Alright, give me 1 second.
How's it going, Media glitch?
Tons of bubble wrap. Alright, so let me first show you the amp itself. This here is the ROM amp equalizer thing. You got all your different volume settings here. Volume, bass, boost, mic, echo, mic volume, your microphone ports over here. And then this is like the studio headphone plug or whatever, which you can just plug like that, like adapter. And your PC Engine sits on top of it. Let me show you really quick what the speakers look like. Somebody causing trouble, and then people are like, why are they blah blah blah, and then people are like fighting and shit. Pay attention, whoever. All right, here are the speakers for it. Here are the speakers for the ROM amp. These are, the cable is so long for these, so you can pretty much situate these anywhere. And this thing is surprisingly loud. Like, it's loud. Super loud.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
And we're like, oh,
we didn't know how loud the volume was going to be. And so we just played something on the PC Engine, and it was like super loud. So that thing gives higher quality sound then. Yeah, it sounds pretty good. I wonder how we could... it's pretty loud, but the speakers themselves... Am I holding them wrong? Yes, they go like this. My bad. They go like that. And then they have like the little like things on the back where you can hook them to the wall or whatever. If you wanted to put them up on the wall, you can. But it's pretty nice. Should be... Now let me show you. This is totally not today's subject, but since we already got it out, we may as well. Here's the PC Engine briefcase, right? If I can get this thing open. There we go. So basically the way it works is you would just situate your IFU here. And then this is what it would look like all together. Like this. It's like the exact size for it. And that's how it would look like when you have it set up. You would just have this set up. This here would become your karaoke machine, you know. And you can do karaoke's on the PC Engine. Which I'd like to do. If it wasn't for me getting demonetized, I would make a cheesy ass karaoke video and sing some songs, because some of those have some like really good hits that, like, if you were like into Japanese music for a while, you would know some of these songs. But it's cool. It looks like a boss from Contra.
Oh my god, it does.
That's funny.
It's like Transformers with consoles.
Yeah, but it's cool. That's pretty awesome. Sing karaoke for me in real life, says Face Shade. That's funny.
Do you have the full set of...
Dude, make a bullshit alt account to make a karaoke video. That's right, huh? I could, and see what happens. And just link it. It would be funny. That's actually not a bad idea. I might do that, Michelle. Just to do it.
Robert Torres said, sorry, because of you, I believe in the Polymega. I know my girlfriend has been killing me to buy all the Geo imports online.
Because, my girlfriend has been killing me buying... Oh, really? How funny.
Randy said, sing Summer Side like you did in Japan.
I know. I wonder if I could find that on a CDG. I probably could. I probably could find a CDG, or at least a karaoke CD.
JT's like, cha-la.
Cha-la. We did that at karaoke too with Corbin. When we went with Corbin to karaoke in Japan.
Actually,
we did that.
Remember the third time we went to Osaka? We went to that bar, into that building. It was scary.
Oh, the first time, yeah.
And like these like 60, 70-year-old Japanese men were singing
the Dragon Ball theme.
Yeah.
Yeah, that old man, he was like, there was this old man, he would have been, I don't know, he was like 65 or something, maybe, relate. Like, he was super old. And you know, like, Japanese people, like, they're usually like way older than they look. So this guy would have had to been like, I don't know, 60 or 100, whatever. But he was singing the Dragon Ball theme song at this bar. It was so funny. He did okay. It was cool though. It was cool to watch. You know, see everybody get into it. Charlie Ward is here. He says, "Hi, Sarumaro. What's up, Charlie Ward? Welcome." Put a super graphics on top of it, and then the RAW 30. Yeah, that's true. It could just be. It's like the Devastator of the PC Engine consoles. Crazy Kamana says, "Just saying, when DJ Corbin, Jesse, and I were in Japan doing karaoke, DJ was killing it. Plus, it was my first time ever doing karaoke." Was that your first time? I think he said that. By that point, I was already drunk. I was already drinking a lot.
Says, do you own a copy of Akira on VHS?
No, I used to. I used
do,
to have a copy of Akira somewhere. Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, apparently we do. I don't know. According to Jesse, we do. I don't remember if we do. Yeah, Jesse thinks he owns one. Kenny Lauderdale does. Yeah, Kenny Lauderdale is a VHS collector, so he's... How many VHS tapes do you have, Kenny Lauderdale? You probably have shit tons, huh? You probably have a lot. Let's see it. Jesse's gonna go see if he can find it. That 80s dub of Akira was amazing. Alright, I guess we should actually talk... We haven't talked... I guess we should talk about today's subjects, right? So, some games... Let's see. I think he's looking for it. Because we're just going to jump back to the tape subject, huh? I'll just wait. I'll wait for him to come back before we jump into today's subject. Matthew Roach says, "The Funimation copy of Akira on Blu-ray is amazing with all the language tracks." Huh, that's cool. I might have to check it out. Maybe more if you count the TV recordings.
It's probably in the garage.
How much?
I know I have
300 tapes, says Kenny Lauderdale. Yep, 80s English dub of Akira to me is a definitive version. That's the only version I've seen. I haven't heard... If they redubbed it, I haven't heard it. I heard the original one. It was like... I don't remember who put it out on distribution. Was it like Orion or something? I don't remember, but that's the one that I remember is that old one.
I feel like someone gave us the Akira VHS.
I miss 80s cheesy anime dubs. For reals. Some of it is so bad, but like... Some of it is so bad that it's good, right? Like, I'm trying to think. Some of them are super over the top, like, Angel Cop. Angel Cop was an old one by Manga. I don't know if you guys remember Manga Entertainment. They used to put out, like, Demon City Shinjuku in America, and, a ton of other stuff. And I think they put... I want to say they were the ones that put out Angel Cop. I don't remember. But Angel Cop's dub is, like, ridiculous. It's just, like, old and, like, tons of cussing for no reason. But it's funny to listen to. But it's not a bad show. It's, like, how many OVAs? It's, like, 3 OVAs? It's either 3 or 6. I don't remember. I love Angel Cop. So cheesy. Yeah, it's a good anime though. I enjoyed it. Kind of sad. I'd rather listen to Onision streaming at his girlfriend than watch 2000 Akira redub.
Oh god.
Angel Cop is extremely quotable. I gotta rewatch that. I should rewatch Angel Cop just for super cheesy anime dubs. Angel Cop is out on home media thanks to Discotech. Oh really? That's funny. Did they redub it? Did they redub it from the original manga dub? Because that original manga dub is hilarious. Or did they keep the original dub? I hope they kept the dub and not redubbed it. Because the original dub of that show was good. Speaking of old anime, there's what is that? Retro Crush. Retro Crush is an app that you can watch for like old anime. We downloaded it on the Fire Stick like a month ago. And I watched like 80 Police again, Area 88 again, because I wanted to show Jesse. Jesse was pissed with the end of Area 88.
Oh god, I was.
Yeah, he was mad. So maybe we'll watch the new Area 88.
Like, that's it?
I know. I was like, yeah, the whole point is that he can't leave the battlefield. You know what I mean? Like, he's addicted.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, he didn't like the ending of Area 88, though. Let's see here. Never seen Angel Cop, but remember MD Geist? Oh my god, yes! MD Geist was another one. Holy shit. With that dub was crazy. Venus Wars. I never saw Venus Wars. Area 88 has 2 versions, doesn't it? The SNES game is fantastic. Yeah, so there's a newer one that came out in 2000 with like the rave music and like the intros that Avix Track put in. I haven't seen those though, but that one is bigger and longer, and it has like more characters that were in the manga that the original one did not have. And yeah, the SNES game is good. UN Squadron or Area 88 if you get the Super Famicom version. Great shooter. Sorry, you're getting the new Streets of Rage? I think so. I think I'm gonna get it. I think I'll grab it. Maybe. We'll see. '80s Area 88 OVA got reissued by Discotech. Did it really? That'd be cool to get on DVD. My mind was blown when I learned about Area 88 anime. You ever played GS Mikami on SNES? Yes! I actually own it. I bought the just cart only though, because GS Mikami box is super expensive. But I like both GS Mikami games. I'm a big fan of the anime. I never read the manga, and I should have because the manga goes way further than the anime does. The anime stops like hella early. But yeah, Ninja Scroll was great. Ninja Scroll actually had a really good dub, in my opinion. I thought the dub was well done. No super cheese. It was good. It was a good quality dub for the time, especially, right? Like for the time it came out. Hi everyone. I loved anime Devil Hunter Yoko. That was a good one too. A little pervy, right? Like in the beginning, he's like diddling. I'm like, whoa, that's like more than I expected. But yeah, Devil Hunter Yoko is definitely a good one. Here's one on VHS that's kind of a weird one. Have you seen this one, Kenny Lauderdale? This is the Tengai Makyo anime on VHS. I have it on DVD as well, but this is the VHS one.
Matt Dragon's like, what's going on here?
I know, tonight's show is like all over the place. Or did he come in right as I was talking about diddling? Mononoke even had theatrical release in the States. I think a lot of these animes are redoing like theater showings, or they were until this whole like coronavirus thing, you know. But let's see. Mark Smith says, Sarmar, who is the second voice in your background? The producer. I heard someone, however, haven't seen the face. Oh yeah, this is Jesse. That's here. Jesse's gonna come over. This is Jesse. He's the other person who helps me on the stream. Sometimes he'll edit videos. Only recently he started editing a couple of videos. Like he put up a couple of those Polymega videos from our live streams. I want that Tengai Makyo anime. It's also available on DVD. You can find the DVD pretty easily if you look on Yahoo Auctions. I remember Stars used to put Ghibli on classic anime. Oh man, Stars was great for anime. And the Sci-Fi Channel, man, Sci-Fi Channel back in the day was awesome. I've been meaning to watch Wings of Oniamis. Watch it. It's good. Wings of Oniamis is animated so good.
Damn, Jesse aka Genma.
Genma. That's right. I gotta get him wet so he can come back to normal Jesse. Wait, that's that. Let's forget I said that. Your live streams aren't pre-edited enough, says Michelle Mayhem. I know. I gotta get with the live editing skills. Gotta get with it. Watch Metropolis, the anime too. Oh yeah! Ando Gamer. Metropolis, the anime is excellent. Excellent anime. I remember it came with like a mini CD or something. Alright, let's move on. I think this is the last track. Yeah, this is there's one more track, ending credits. We're gonna go to... Oh no, wait, there's more. There's more boss musics. Alright, we're moving on to Sakura's. We're moving to Sakura Taisen for Corbin. Let's see here. I love Wings of Oniamis, says Matthew. Let's lower that. It's a little loud. Metropolis was made by Astro Boy anime creator. Yep, that's an Osamu Tezuka production. But Metropolis was made... was he around when Metropolis was made? I kind of thought he wasn't. Did you ever watch Project A-ko? Project A-ko was classic. Actually, I think you can watch Project A-ko for free if you have Amazon Prime. You could watch it for free. Charlie Ward says, Hanagumi Tyson columns. Yes, this is the Dreamcast one, I think? Or is this the Saturn one? No, this is the Saturn one.
Crying baby, gotta run. Alright, Paps.
Alright, Paps.
Bye.
Oh, crying baby. Oh, babies. Babies.
Paps said, if Jesse McClure eats snacks after midnight, does he turn into Gremlin?
Start spitting little ones
Come
out.
over and find out.
It's also on Retro Crush. Oh, is it? That's cool. Yeah, Retro Crush is cool. I haven't seen... I installed it last month and watched a few things. I haven't gone back to it in a month. So I'm kind of curious to see if they've got any more stuff. Hamtaro, any love for the quick animes that played before the 90s Godzilla films? Hamtaro. The only hamster anime I ever watched was Ebichu. I won't go into it, but Google it sometime. Look for Ebichu.
Is that the
Manko. Yeah, that's funny. Sorry, what do you think is the future for retro games? You think... Oops, wow, chat's going crazy. Let's see here. It says, you think you're still going to be... It's still going to be big? I think so. I think at some point it might taper off once everything starts going completely digital, but I think there will always be love for retro stuff. I believe. Space Adventure Cobra is another good one I watched recently. Oh man, Rich, yeah, those are pretty good. I've always wanted to play the PC. I have the PC, one of the PC Engine ones, but I've never actually played it. Everything Rumiko ever made is gold. I haven't seen all of Rumiko Takahashi's stuff. Like, I haven't seen, what is the new one? Something no Rinne? I haven't seen that one yet. Let's see, what else haven't I seen? I haven't watched all of Inuyasha either, just because I got tired of it. But, I loved Ranma. I loved Mermaid Forest, Mermaid Scar. I liked all those. Those were good. Maison Ikoku, Lum. All that classic stuff I liked. Yeah, that Rinne. It's like something no Rinne, right? I forgot what the first part was. I talked about it in my Ranma Quick Bits video. I talked about the anime because in that show, Kappe Yamaguchi and Megumi Hayashibara are both in it, right? The Ranma voice actors for both Ranmas, I believe, are in that anime as well. The OAV Mermaid Scar. Yeah, that's a good one. It's so funny. We should have just made this. This should have just been old anime chat. Maybe I should change that thumbnail and just like classic anime chat, because we're talking about all old school animes. Hey, I'm fine with that. We can talk about old school animes all day. Kyokai no Rinne, thank you. That's what it was called. Unloved Homie. I could not remember. Yes, Kyokai no Rinne. Oh My Goddess. Ooh, Oh My Goddess was good too. I really liked that. I'm a big fan of Kosuke Fujishima, the artist of Oh My Goddess and like the Tales series and Sakura Taisen. Kosuke Fujishima did a lot of the Sakura Taisen artwork. Was really good. I did like Urusei Yatsura as well, Matthew. And Retro Crush actually has Beautiful Dreamer on it. I was thinking about rewatching it. I used to have Beautiful Dreamer on DVD, the Animego one, but I don't know what happened to it. I must have left it in one of my many moves. I left a bunch of Laserdisc stuff. Gintama is fantastic. Yeah, Gintama has some really good episodes. I haven't seen all of it, but I saw some, like, some of them make references to, like, retro games. Like, there's one episode that's, like, very Sega-centric, and they're playing, like, the Mega Drive, and it's cool. I don't remember what episode it was. But there is a lot of really good ones for Gintama. Let's see here. Wow, all kind of stuff here.
Said, a few months ago, I finally saw Robot Carnival.
Ooh, Robot Carnival was one of the first things I ever watched that was anime. So my first anime is like real anime, because like when I was a kid, I grew up with Robotech and Voltron and Transformers and G.I. Joe. Those were like all like the 4 shows. A lot of them that had a lot of like Japanese influences, right? Robotech being Macross and blah blah blah. The first like true like anime I actually saw was Bubblegum Crisis, Riding Bean, Maddox 01, and Robot Carnival. Those were like the early animes that I saw growing up. I would have been like 8 years old, 9 years old around that time when I first saw Bubblegum Crisis, and it blew my mind. I couldn't believe it was like a movie. It was violent. There was cussing. It was a whole new world for me. Grave of the Fireflies. Oh man, it's been a while since I've seen Grave of the Fireflies, but I know it's really sad.
June said Bubblegum Crisis rocks.
Did you ever see, what is that first kanji? Nakiko? What is that first kanji, Corbin? I don't know what it says. Says Sailor Moon was my first anime, says Matthew.
And he said, sorry Mario, did you ever watch Force 5 growing up?
Force 5? No, I can't say I have. I don't remember that one.
Jackson says, I rented Gundam Movie 1 on VHS 20 years ago. I loved it.
Yeah, those old Gundams were really good. I remember when I had a video membership to a store called J-Wave when I was like 12, 13, 14. I used to rent a bunch of raw Japanese tapes where they would just like record stuff from TV and send it to the video store, and you would rent them for, you know, a day or 2 or 3 or whatever for like $1.50. And they would always have like 4 episodes, and you would see all the commercials. They wouldn't cut out the commercials, and I used to get Gundam Wing at that time straight from Japan, completely undubbed, and I loved it. I loved Gundam Wing, even though I didn't know what the hell anybody was saying, because my Japanese was not good. It's not good now, but it was worse back then.
Matthew Roach said Sailor Moon was my first anime.
Yeah.
Mine too.
Was it?
Like, I mean, anime series. But the first anime movie I saw was Ninja Scroll.
Fist of North Star was legit my favorite anime. I love seeing all the exploding Yeah, I know. It's like everything is just exploding in that. Which was kind of funny, right? Like, I know it's like meant to be gory, but when you watch it, it's kind of comical to see. Gundam Wing was shown on YTV in Canada. We eventually got it later on TV as well. By the time we got it on TV, I no longer really cared about the show. It was all done and over with. My house made us into hentai. I love anime, but can't stand the look and thought of hentai. I've watched a good deal of it back in the day. I don't anymore, but back in the day, I watched a good deal of hentai stuff. I had a couple favorites too. Like, my favorite one was something called Dragon Pink. I really liked the character designs. The character designs were good. Even though it was like hentai, right? Like, I still enjoyed it for what it was. It was still a fun, like, fantasy anime. And it was good, even though it was, you know, it was hentai. Now, shit, or Corbin just brought up one of my favorite creators of all time, Satoshi Kon. Satoshi Kon is amazing. Yeah, I liked, what was it? Perfect Blue. The second one was Millennium Actress. The next one was Tokyo Godfathers. And then the last movie was Paprika. And then the 5th movie was supposed to be something called Beautiful Dreamers. Beautiful Dreamers didn't make it, but Beautiful Dreamers did have an Easter egg in Paprika. If you watch, like, at the end of Paprika, they're watching the movies. I think one of the movies was Dreaming Kids or whatever. Dreaming Kids was / Beautiful Dreamers was supposed to be like his next Satoshi. The next Satoshi Kon film was supposed to be Dreaming Kids. Was supposed to be the next one, which makes me sad. And then there's, of course, Paranoia Agent. Paranoia Agent was... it was done by Madhouse, but Satoshi Kon did all the artwork. He directed it. And it was a Satoshi Kon TV work, and it was great. One other thing I liked about Satoshi Kon films and Paranoia Agent was the use of the music by Susumu Hirasawa. I don't know if you guys know who Susumu Hirasawa is. He is a composer. I first got introduced to Susumu Hirasawa from the anime Berserk because he did the song Forces, and after that I was like totally into it. So Berserk, Detonator Organ, he did music for Detonator Organ as well. And then Susumu Hirasawa did the musical scores for Millennium Actress, which was Satoshi Kon's second film. And then he did the music for Paprika. Like Byakuya no Musume was like the song like the main song for Paprika. And then he did the musical score for Paranoia Agent as well. So he did 3 different Satoshi Kon works because Satoshi Kon was very fond of the work of Susumu Hirasawa. So he used Susumu Hirasawa whenever he could. And I'm glad because I love Susumu Hirasawa's music. Very, very good.
You retain all this information.
Let's see here. Perfect Blue was great. I love the anime. Deep storylines. We saw it in the theater, remember?
We saw it in theaters,
They did a re-showing of that in the theater, and we saw that Charlie Ward Perfect Blue. It was great. I think was that your first time? No, you saw it before, right? We just saw it in the theater, but you had seen it already. Revolutionary Girl Utena is so good. Love that series. I do too. I love all of Utena. I love the movie. I love the show. It was really good and really deep. Revolutionary Girl Utena also had like a lot of serious real life undertones that was very subtle. You know what I mean? Like the whole like, well, I don't want, because it's kind of a spoiler, so I don't want to talk about it, but it has to do with like what Anthe is going through. Revolutionary Streamer Saru says objection. But yeah, Utena was a good one. It was a really good one. Berserk anime is very violent anime. It came out in the 90s. Yeah, it was. The anime was... I liked the anime. What I didn't like was that shitty CG anime. I didn't like that one. That was crap.
Slayers is my all-time favorite.
Yeah, Slayers was good. I never finished Slayers, sadly. I should. I only ever watched the first season of it. Touch Kimagure Orange Road is good. Me and Jesse has to finish that one. We stopped watching that for some reason.
Why?
I don't know. We never finished. We didn't finish anything.
We didn't.
Like, I like to. Your attention span is way shorter than mine, though.
Well, I don't know why I watched Area 80. Was it Area 88?
Yeah, but that was only 3 OVAs.
I know, but I was like watching it and not just like not doing anything.
Yeah, it's good though. It's a good show. Baki the Grappler was Baki was good. Good action. He's singing Summerside. Mark Hamill's Guyver so bad. I never saw that movie adaptation of Guyver. Tokyo Godfather's movie is now has an English dub and is coming to Blu-ray. Does it? I never saw it in English. I only ever saw those subtitled. Let's see here. I love Berserk 2 to the point to where my friends... What I mean when I say Casca... Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Like, at the end? Are you talking about what happens to Casca? Oof. Holy shit. That was rough. X! What's up, X?
Just hey, DJ.
Welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping in. X, man. Check out X's channel, guy. He does like, these cool, like, Game Boy mods, and he recolors them, and, like... changes cases out. He does cool shit. Definitely check out his channel. English dubbed anime is unfortunate necessity. Is it? Really? Like, you have to watch it dubbed? Not me. Like, I will almost always watch it subbed, but there are instances where I do like the dub. Like, I'll give the dub a chance. Like, I don't completely shut out dubs. In some cases, in my opinion, Cowboy Bebop is better in English than it is in Japanese. Even though Megumi Hayashibara is in the Japanese one, I really think that Cowboy Bebop in English has more feeling to it than it does in Japanese. So, like, I really enjoy the English dub of Cowboy Bebop way more for some reason. They put a lot of feeling into it. I like it. Another one that I watched in English too was Ranma. Even though Ranma is, in my opinion, is better in Japanese, it's just like I watched it in both, right? But I started watching it in English way back when, or actually I started watching it in Korean, but when I finally started getting in a language that I could understand, it was in English. But I originally watched Ranma in Korean. But I did enjoy the English one. Escaflowne is unwatchable dubbed. Is it? I never saw it dubbed. Nuku Nuku OAV was my first anime. Oh, those are so good. I love the Nuku Nuku show. I rebought all those DVDs when they came out in like 2007, 2008. I love those, the all-purpose cat girl Nuku Nuku. Great stuff. Never understood the hype for Kimagura Orange Road or Sailor Moon stuff. Sailor Moon I can understand. Kimagura Orange Road is good if you like good comedy / romance with a little bit of sci-fi in it, you know, because it's got some sci-fi stuff in it. But I enjoy Orange Road. It's good, especially considering that it's so old, right? It came out in 1985. It also had one of my favorite voice actresses in it, Hiromi Tsuru. Hiromi Tsuru, she passed away sadly recently, but she was one of my favorite voice actors. She did the voice of Ayukawa, Bulma in Dragon Ball. She was Reiko Mikami in GS Mikami. She was a bunch of characters. Those are the ones that come up the top of my head, but she was a bunch of different voices back in the day. Let's see here. Jesse, do you want to make a different thumbnail for it and just say anime talk? It could be a simple one in Photoshop.
Okay.
And just upload it so that people aren't confused, and change the name, because this is turned completely into anime talk. So let's see here. Megumi Hayashibara. Yeah, Megumi Hayashibara did some good stuff. Charlie says, did you like the Street Fighter 2 animated movie? I loved the Street Fighter 2 animated movie to the point to where after I watched it, I went out to go find the single CD by Tomomi Kahara, and I bought the single CD. I still have my original single CD from that. I never bought the anime because you couldn't buy Japanese anime back then that was good and cheap. So I had a bootleg of it. I had a friend who was a bootlegger, and I used to buy all the stuff from him before we were friends, and then he started just giving it to me. But I ended up buying that stuff. The Fatal Fury movie, oh my god, my all day. I liked all those Fatal Fury things. What's his Masami Obari, his art style was a little crazy. It was very angular at the time. Their faces had the sharp it just looked kind of weird, but at the same time it had a very distinct style to it, you know. So he did the art and directed the movie. Masami Obari did good stuff. I personally liked the first two Fatal Fury 1 and Fatal Fury 2 OVAs more so than the movie, but the movie was still pretty good. It wasn't bad. Let's see here. The Chun-Li shower scene was the only reason. Dude, that fight scene after the shower was holy shit, right? It was so good. That fight scene. It was epic. And it was long. It was a long fight scene. It was so good. My two favorite moments of that Street Fighter anime were the fight scene after she gets out of the shower with Vega, or Balrog, and then the fight between Ryu and Ken with M. Bison, or Vega in Japanese. And when the Tomomi Kahara song starts playing, when they start fighting, it's it's so good. It gave me all the feels. All the feels. I really liked it. Didn't have Street Fighter the movie featuring Alice in Chains. Oh god, that came out later. I didn't care. Never watched it. Who is your favorite Sakura Tyson character? I'm gonna be a basic bitch and say Sakura, because Sakura is my favorite character. I really like her. But a close second in the original cast of the main characters would probably have to be Kanna. I really like Kanna. She's just really funny. Let's see, what did I miss? Man, I missed all kinds of comments. Let's see, let's go back here. Orange Road was actually an anime that inspired a lot of anime romance genre later. Yeah, it was one of the, because it did so well that a lot of people were like, shit, we should just start making this shit.
How does the song go?
X says, Tenshi Muyo. Tenshi Muyo, oh my god, Tenshi Muyo was so good, man. Tenshi Muyo was so great back in the day. We need to get some of my, we only have those VHSs left, huh? I used to have all this shit on VHS. We should probably bring some of those DVDs and just start showing them off. Do you know where all the anime DVDs are? Are they all in the other room? Once you're done with that, do you mind grabbing some? You can do that. You can finish that. It's fine. Are we just gonna... They should remake Tenchi Muyo, but make it Bara. Yeah, probably not. Gurren Lagann. Love that series. Yeah, Gurren Lagann was pretty cool as well. I liked Yoko. Oh man, holy shit. We got a box of anime. Yeah,
Sorry about that.
That's alright. But yeah, go ahead and do that thumbnail when you can. Here we go. Bam, check this out. Here's Oh My Goddess on DVD. Kosuke Fujishima's artwork is amazing in this. I don't have any Tenchi DVDs, I don't think, in here. Speaking of Sakura Taisen, here's some Sakura Taisen DVDs. This one was the Sumire OVA when Michie Nozawa, I think, was the voice actor who did Sumire. She retired, and when she retired, they retired her in the show as well. And they did a special farewell thing, and they did a farewell musical for her as well. And man, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of brought a tear to my eye when that happened. Can you put the Kanna vocal song on? So the vocal songs I can't because they'll likely get we might get demonetized.
Transfer said, "What anime sucked?"
Oh, there's lots of shitty anime.
Hey, Transfer.
Kenny Lauderdale can tell you a good thing about anime that sucked. He's like, his channel is known for like the what was that anime called? Twinkle Nora Rock Me? That's like, I think Kenny Lauderdale's most famous video. Most anime after 2000 sucked. Yeah, kinda. A lot of it just it lost that feel, I think. Post 2000 anime, a lot of it was not. There were some really good ones, and there's a lot of shows that I liked, but it didn't have the charm that anime had in the late 80s and 90s, unfortunately. Corbin says, fuck Tenchi Muyo. What's wrong with Tenchi Muyo? Are you mad because of the 15-year gap? Because if that's why you're mad, yeah, I could understand.
Oh, I hate that. I hate when animes or shows go like 10 years later.
Dude, there was like a 15-year gap between when they finished Ryo Oki. It's like, what the hell? Well, what took you guys so long to finish this show? Like, what the fuck, man? Sorry, your passion for this material is wonderful. I don't really get to talk anime a whole lot on this channel, but I guess episode 2 of SARUSHOW has become anime talk. So, which is cool because I'm thinking about doing next week is going to be PSP and PS Vita. And then after that, we're going to talk about I'm going to show off my Laserdisc collection. So we're going to start talking a whole lot anime there again. Because I have a lot of anime Laserdiscs, as well as a lot of movies, right? A lot of anime movies. So we're going to talk about more anime when we get to my Laserdiscs. Not next weekend, but the weekend after next. We're going to alternate between some stuff. Kill la Kill. I never finished Kill la Kill. I started watching it, and then I was like, I lost interest at some point. Oh my god, Corbin, Fruits Basket. Holy shit, man. Talk about that show's ending kind of pissed me off. I'm not going to talk about it because there's probably people who haven't watched it, but the ending to that show pissed me off. Though I heard they're remaking it.
That's a reboot already.
Oh, there's a reboot already.
There's a couple episodes.
Really?
Yep.
Shit, we should watch that. But yeah, apparently they're rebooting it.
Didn't Fruits Basket, did it end abruptly because of the writers or something?
Yeah, there was like some sort of disagreement with the creative process of yeah, we're doing Gachapon today. We're doing Gachapon, and we're doing the weekly video game giveaway at the end of the show, and we're reading the questions as well. Here's a show that I really like that nobody really ever talks about, but that's this show here. It's called this episode 2. Where's episode 1? I don't know. But this show here, it's called Sokyu no Fafner, or simply just Fafner here in the US. This is done by the main character artist who did Gundam Seed, which I really like. I forget his name, but I love his artwork. His artwork's really good. Fafner, if you like those like mecha shows, children pilots, they're all dying. It's good. I like this show. It's a good show. I haven't seen the movie yet. I think I bought it, but I haven't seen it. But I love the show. It's great. Nobody ever talks about Fafner, but I like it. Fafner says on the phone. But yes, Fafner. Fafner is a good one. I enjoy it. I have all of them. I'm gonna make Jesse watch it next, but I don't think he'll enjoy it. But I'll make him watch it. I'm gonna make you watch it, Jesse. Speaking of robot animes, look at this thing. I can get it here. Yeah. Robotech on DVD randomly, just like a random Robotech episode. Obviously, I didn't like what they did with Robotech, but this is how I grew up watching it. I didn't know any different. I didn't know Macross was a thing, you know. So when I was a kid, I loved this, you know. Sort of my brother was the one who was really big into it. He used to buy like the Valkyrie things and he'd build them, and then I'd play with him and destroy them, and he'd get super pissed. But this is how I grew up watching the show back in 1984, 85, or whenever, right? So I didn't know any better until much later. I didn't start watching like real Macross until I had access to bootleg tapes of actual Macross, and then I never finished it. My Laserdisc though is signed by Min May's voice actor for it, which we'll get to when we talk about my Laserdisc stuff. I'll get to show you. It's signed by Ijima-san. She signed the Laserdisc. Lasers. Here's another show. This isn't exactly 90s, but Jesse picked this up at a book off because he likes Hunter x Hunter.
That's mine.
So he picked this up. By the way, that DVD player will play it if you haven't seen this yet.
Really?
Yeah, that's a multi-region DVD player. So if you ever want to just pop it in there and watch it. This is the Japanese one.
The which?
Greed Island.
Greed Island.
Yeah, this is Greed Island.
Favorite arc.
Yeah, Greed Island 1, but this is from the original show, not the 2011 show that we're watching. This is the original Hunter x Hunter show. Yeah, we have lots of Hunter x Hunter stuff because Jesse likes it. Like, here's a comic book. He hasn't read it, but we bought it just because he likes it. But it's still sealed. Maybe someday he'll read it. Do you remember this? Remember this?
Yes.
From Kinokuniya in Los Angeles, I want to say?
Yeah,
Los Angeles Kinokuniya.
Nick Carroll says, Jesse, you love Hunter x Hunter, right? Yes, I do.
He loves Hunter x Hunter. I showed it to him. And he was like, oh, the show is so good. But, with a lot of anime, like, it takes them a while to, like, get into it, though. What is in here? Easy to Dancer soundtrack. We'll save that. Oh my god. Here's one. Anyone remember this? Saber Marionette J. Saber Marionette J. There was one prior to this one. It was Saber Marionette R. It was like a single like OVA or something, or like 3 episodes OVAs. I don't remember. But I love this show. Megumi Hayashibara did the voice of Lime, if you remember watching that. And R, yeah, R was the prequel, right? But didn't well, R actually came out first, didn't it? Reagan Renz gets Platinum Star for Samurai Pizza Cats. Oh man, where's my copy of that? Do we know where that's at?
It's in there.
I don't.
DVD?
Yeah, is it?
It's in there somewhere.
Pretty sure. Cool.
I'm pretty sure.
I have that. Why the Japanese one of that? Oh my god, look at this. I have these. I have the Blu-ray now, but this was the DVD. What is this one? Episodes 4, 5, and 6 of the Animego reissue DVDs, and that's Nene Romanova, best girl right there, best girl, best anime waifu right there. I love her. I love the art style. Kenichi Sonoda, the artist, he is my absolute favorite artist. Favorite artist is this guy. Oh wow, I remember those. Used to sell them at Comp USA. These really? How funny. Yeah, I remember Comp USA like randomly had like some like old animes, and for whatever reason they sold like Animego stuff at those. I remember seeing Starish in the Second Story. Nadia. Oh, Nadia was good too. Such a great origin story for an anime. Which one? Vampire Hunter T? Is that what you guys are talking about? Let's see here. What video game that you wish they had an anime of? Says X. Ooh. What anime that I wish had a video game?
Have you seen
Bull. I was gonna say Bubblegum Crisis, but Bubblegum Crisis does have a video game, and it's like a digital comic. I wish there was an action game of this. But if I had to think of one, there's a show called Real Bout High School that I really liked. It was like one of those like school animes. I wish there was a game about that. I think that would have made an awesome fighting game. If Real Bout High School had gotten one, that would have been cool. Food Wars needs a game. Johnny Graphics, what's up, man? Thanks for stopping in, Johnny Graphics. Let's see here. Blue Seed is great. Oh my god, Blue Seed is so good. I'm getting Jesse to watch Blue Seed. We're watching that. Are we gonna finish that? Are we gonna finish Blue Seed?
Yeah.
What do you want to finish next? We gotta find an anime we gotta finish next. What do you want to finish?
Road.
Alright, let's finish Orange Road.
We're like 40 episodes in.
Yeah, let's finish Orange Road and then let's finish Blue Seed.
Alright, we're gonna do Gachapon soon.
Wait, doesn't Real Bout have a game? No, Real Bout High School is not. It's not Real Bout. You're thinking Real Bout Fatal Fury. Real Bout High School is completely different. And Blue Seed actually has a game on the Saturn. It's like a card battler type thing, and it's not bad. Not bad. It says, "Thank you, SaruPro, for showing off the Polymega. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have purchased it a day earlier. $100 cheaper before pre-orders end." Yeah, it was $100 jump, man. Let's see here. Think the art book shows what would have happened if they continued. For what show? Real About High School anime was shit compared to the manga. Yeah, I'm sure the manga was way better. I never read the manga, but I did enjoy the anime. It wasn't bad. It was good. It was short, you know, fun. Would have been cool to get a game about it. Though, even if it did get a game, it probably would have sucked. Because there was another anime that was similar to Real About High School called Natsuki Crisis. And Natsuki Crisis did get a game, and the game was kind of butt. Oh shit, Elvis Roa is in the house. Welcome to the show, Elvis Roa. We're talking about animus today. All the animus. We were talking about games, but that subject went right out the door because we started talking about anime, and quite frankly, I like it. I like that we're talking about animes. So I'm gonna move. Let me move these. Ooh. These games.
Scott's here. He says, "What's up, man? You have a fantastic gaming streams."
Thanks, man. Thanks for stopping in for those. Today we're not talking about games, but we will be doing on Monday. We're gonna be doing more Polymega game streams. So make sure to come Monday and Tuesday. We have more Polymega streams. Polymega. Let's see. I'm trying to find. Here's some more Bubblegum Crisis. Oh shit. What about this? I know there's got to be fans of this out there, right? Any fans of Hellsing out there? This is a good show. I enjoyed Hellsing. Mospita was cool. I wish I'd never finished Mospita. That would have been cool. Let's see here. My thing's not. Can you try Mortal Kombat on Sega CD? We're not doing Polymega stuff today. All right. Speaking of which, here's my box set of Real About High School. This is the old, like, Tokyo Pop issue. I don't know, Tokyo Pop is still doing stuff. I think they're doing, like, Disney mangas now or something, if I remember correctly. But yes, this is the box set here for Real About High School. I have way more anime that's in this box, but I'm just looking at stuff that's in here. But, what was that? Sayuki. Those are bootleg Sayukis. I'm not going to show you my bootlegs. Sakura Taisen. So much of what's in here is Sakura Taisen. Here's one that I liked, and the only reason I watched this, it was kind of bland, but I have a thing for Mikos or Shrine Maidens, and this one here, the only reason I watched this is because it had Shrine Maidens. It was okay. Artwork is okay. It was mediocre at best, but it was, in Japan it's called Kanazuki no Miko. Kanazuki no Miko, I think. Shrine of the Morning Mist. And it was just about Shrine Maidens. It was short, like 12 episode OVAs. Not bad. Not bad. Of course, Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is like... For me, Dragon Ball is classic. There's a lot of people who don't like it. I love it. I've always loved Dragon Ball. I've watched all of Dragon Ball. all of original Dragon Ball, all of Z, all of GT, all of Super. The only thing I haven't seen is Heroes because I don't care about like non-canon stuff really. If we wanted to watch non-canon, we had movies for non-canon stuff. There's plenty of non-canon stuff in the movies as well. Anyone here seen Iron Man anime? It was translated really well to anime. Yeah, oh, I forgot about those. Yeah, they did like X-Men and Iron Man and a bunch of other stuff. That was cool. Golden Boy. Oh my god, Golden Boy was cool too. I really like that. Saramaru, if you like Mikos, have you played any of the Kiki Kai Kai games? Yes, I have Kiki Kai Kai Kuro no Manto for Super Famicom. I don't have the PC Engine one, unfortunately, because it's like $100 now and I didn't get it early on. But I love anything with Mikos in it. So I back in 2000, I played like the Toho games for Windows. I used to buy those Dojin stuffs, or from Dojin shops like Himeya shop and stuff. I used to play those kinds of games. Anything that had a Miko in it, I liked. Let's see here. Charlie Ward says, please promise me that you wasn't sponsored by Playmachi to show it off. I find it strange that hardly anyone else. No, I bought it. I paid with my own money. I have the receipt for it. They didn't pay anyone off. They didn't pay MVL or whatever that guy, MVG, what's his name? They didn't sponsor anybody at all. So I actually consider myself lucky that I got one early on, but no, they didn't sponsor it. I was just good at showing it in a good light, but no, they didn't sponsor it at all. I think Wicked City has the same director as Ninja Scroll. It does seem very similar, right? Like really similar in style. Let's see here. Beta testers were not paid to stream. It was an application that came out over a year later. So another reason too is that they didn't pick, like, they only chose 2 YouTubers out of the 6 that they picked. Only 2 of them were YouTubers. Me, who is not a big YouTuber compared to like a lot of people, and MVL, who has, you know, he's a much bigger YouTuber, but they only chose 2 people for it. And I don't think I was even chosen because I was a YouTuber. I was chosen because I have a large library of import games. So they figured that I would play a lot of the import games that they did not test. Because like anyone can test it with like NTSC stuff, right? Or NTSC-U stuff, right? Or, you know, US games and stuff. But I think the main reason that I was picked is because I have a large amount of Japanese disc-based games. I have very few US titles, and that was actually the big reason, was because I have a lot of import games. Because I filled out in the application, they ask you, how many games do you have for blah blah blah, how many games do you have for what? And I answered, truthfully, I said I have like 360 PC Engine games, I have 70 plus Neo Geo ones, I have 70 plus PS1 games, 80 plus, I have 70 plus, 80 plus Sega Saturn. So I have about 80 discs for each import system. Not Mega CD though. I don't have a lot of Mega CD. I have very little of them. But that was one of the reasons why I got chosen, is because I have a shit ton of import games. And who else was to go through and test that many import games than someone who actually has them? So that's pretty much one of the primary reasons I believe I was chosen, is because I had a shit ton of import games.
Jim said, what got you into imports?
Oh my god. So I've been into imports for the longest time. Part of it was just having a whole lot of Asian friends growing up. You know, I had a lot of Korean friends. I had a lot of, mostly Korean friends, actually, and Filipino friends, like a few Japanese friends. And so a lot of them they got import games. A lot of import games. My first games were imports.
Don't die.
Here are my first import games ever. And they're counterfeit, but they were my first import games. My very first import game right here is this one. Neketsu Koko Dodgeball. This is a Chinese bootleg. I got this, I don't know, maybe 10 years old when we got this. My mom found this like terribly smoke-stained Famicom in like a pawn shop, and she brought it home. It was horribly smoke stained. It stunk like cigarette smoke big time, but it didn't matter because, you know, she got it for cheap. I don't even remember what she paid for it, but she got it. She was like, I brought a Nintendo. I'm like, that's not a Nintendo. It's like, okay. So we would go to Chinatown. And Chinatown, there was a store in Chinatown in a place called Dynasty Plaza. Dynasty Plaza had a guy who sold bootleg porn, like tons of bootleg porn, bootleg anime, bootleg Dragon Ball toys, and bootleg Famicom carts. So I would go and buy these Famicom carts. So I've been playing imports pretty much since I was 10 years old. I've been playing imports. Granted, a lot of them were bootlegs, right? I played a lot of bootlegs. We were poor, so bootlegs, almost everything we got for any import stuff was always bootlegs. But, you know, that's what got me into it. If it wasn't for these bootlegs, I wouldn't have been into import gaming as much as I am now. I think a big thing also was growing up in Los Angeles was a big thing because there was a good number of people who were into anime, who were into games. It was just that was the culture growing up. You know, people were into this stuff, and the influence was everywhere. You know, you had these stores in Chinatown that had import stuff. You had stores in Koreatown that had import stuff, and then of course you had the stores in Little Tokyo, Yaohan Plaza, and all that other stuff. So, you know, I grew up around all of it. So, and I was the kid who was always like trying to stick with the people who knew about this stuff so I can like suck their knowledge, right? When it came to like import stuff, I always wanted to know more. So I always hung out with like the Asian kids in school to try to, because they would always get this stuff, you know. So my first Dragon Ball comics were in Korean. The first Ranmas I ever watched were in Korean. I was just so heavily into it and so fascinated by it. So that's what got me into imports. But anywho, back to the animus. Let's see here. Corbin says, I was stupid poor growing up. Now I live in Japan. So imports are not imports for me. They're just games. For you, they're just video games, right? Just worked my ass off since I was 13-ish. Damn, 13. God, I thought I was hardcore. I didn't get... My first job was with a school program called Clean and Green. And basically, they took a bunch of kids and we would paint up graffiti and stuff on the highway. You know, like the 110, they'd take us and we'd go paint over like graffiti or paint over graffiti in stores, and we would get paid for it. Back then, I think the wage was $4.25. We had to have our parents' permission to work. We were only allowed to work 4 hours was the maximum that we could work. No more than 18 hours a week. So yeah, that was my first job. And then Blockbuster Video was my second job, and I worked for Blockbuster from like actually, that wasn't my second job. My second job was another school program at 16 for AAA. I only did that for 3 months, and then I started working at Blockbusters. Sarmaro, I buy and sell import Saturn games. My eBay username is Import Emporium. Rolls off the tongue, don't you think? That's cool. Import Emporium. Sounds familiar. That's cool, though. Let's see here. Japanese is also unusually phonetic, so easy to learn if a person speaks English and Spanish a little. Absolutely correct. It helps with pronunciation, big time, if you know Spanish. Johnny Graphics says, I worked at Blockbuster too. That was pretty fun, to be honest. That's cool. By the way, guys, speaking of like PC Engine and TurboGrafx and all that other shit, check out Johnny Graphics' channel. He has such amazing production value. If you're into like TurboGrafx 16, I mean, he does other stuff. Like the other video that I saw was not TurboGrafx related, but definitely check out his channel. He puts in an amazing amount of work into his videos. And I was actually going to hit him up if he was interested in doing the recommended YouTuber video game of the week. I was going to hit him up personally, but I figured I'd mention it now since he's here. So, Johnny Graphics, if you're interested in doing the YouTuber video game of the week for the Saru Show, we're going to show one today. Gundam Russ has one that he made for the show that we're going to show. But if you're interested in doing that, it's basically just a 5-minute video that, you know, everyone's doing. Just a few minutes. It could be anywhere between as little as 3 minutes or as long as 10 minutes. Preferably somewhere like in the 5-6 minute range. Basically just, you know, be like, hey guys, blah blah blah, this is my recommended video game of the week, and then game footage, you talk over it, and done. You don't even have to show your face. It could just be like on the table, there's the game, going to game footage. And I will show it. Holy shit! Where?
Way up there.
Where'd you see him?
He says, I also
I sell import games. Yes, he does. You know what I got from Vin K? Let me show. I got a bunch of stuff, but this is the most. I haven't bought anything from him in a while. But the last thing I got from him, where is it?
Was it treats?
It wasn't treats.
Damn it.
It was a gem. And I can't find it now because my life is in disarray. It's a Sailor Moon game, but I don't know where it went. Sailor Moon. Anyway, whatever. The point is, I got Sailor Moon for 3DO from him.
Yeah, whatever.
The last time. I can't find it, but that was the last. Oh, there it is. I see it. I see it. I see it. I see it. Bam! I got this from Vin K. This was back in, like, I don't know, when I first started doing FX Unit Yuki, I think. Because I think he replied saying that he was looking forward to FX Unit Yuki when I bought it. But this was the last thing I bought, and I haven't bought anything from him since. But he does sell import games, and well, he can't post it because he's not a mod, but he does sell import games, and I bought a good amount of stuff from Vin K. He carries some good stuff in his store. I used to buy a lot from him back when he was on Game Gavel, but now he has his own site. But back when he was on Game Gavel, I bought a good amount of stuff from him. A lot of good stuff. Let's see here. What did I miss? I missed a bunch, didn't I? Do you have any advice for buying import games? Like where to buy from? Because we talked about that earlier. We talked about where to buy them from. I usually buy them from Yahoo Auctions. But the majority of stuff that I bought that I have imports, a lot of it just came from Japan. We make trips. We go to Japan about once a year, sometimes twice a year. I hope we were supposed to be in Japan right now. This would have been like towards the end of our trip right now in Japan, but because of this whole pandemic, we couldn't go to Japan. So hopefully we can travel. I don't know what the end of the year is going to look like, but hopefully by November we can travel back to Japan. But yeah, we go to Japan every year. A couple years we went twice. For Olympics? No. We go to Japan to buy games. I could care less about the Olympics. We only go to eat and to buy games. That's Japan for us. Is food, video games, alcohol, karaoke. That's it. That's pretty much all I care to do about in Japan. I think it will be 2021. Shit, that would suck.
Yeah, I know.
Man, that sucks. I really want to go this year. I was hoping that by November we had something. You know what I mean? Like, it started to taper off, or we had like some sort of treatment, at least, if even not a vaccine, some sort of like good known treatment. But we'll see, I guess, man. But I really want to come back soon. We need to do karaoke. Yeah, we'll do karaoke for sure. We will do karaoke. Japan. I can imagine the food right now. Ugh, God, the food is so good. And we always stay in Osaka. Like the last 4 years, we've gone to Osaka pretty much. The last how many times have we been to Osaka already? 4. Yeah, the last 4 trips have been we've stayed in Osaka. The last 4 trips, and I love it. I love Osaka. It's so good. The food is so good. The people are way friendlier there. I mean, Japan is for the most part is friendly, you know, but like people in Osaka went out of their way to talk to you and everything. Vin K says, if there's anything you need in the meantime, hit me up. I'll track it down for you. Cool. Thank you, Vin K. Famicom Dojo. Man, do you guys still do? Is that still a thing? Is Famicom Dojo still a thing? That's how I first found out about Vin K was Famicom Dojo years ago. Sometimes I'll catch your lives if I'm awake. Let's see here. What did I miss? Osaka. So have you been to the old SNK building? No! I haven't. We were so close to it too. And we didn't go. Not one single time we went to the SNK building. I told Jesse, Because like we end up just getting so busy, and then we forget to do things. But I told Jesse that next time we go, we have to go to the SNK building. Absolutely have to go. So next time we go, we're gonna go for sure.
So it says, I have a friend who works in Japan, but his company pretty much ran itself to the ground, so he's unemployed and out of options.
Oh no. Who said that?
I have a friend like that too.
Cerulean. I have a friend in Japan who works in Japan, but his company pretty much ran itself into the ground, so he's unemployed and out of options. Yeah, that's... So, one of my friends runs, like, he ran his own, like, eikaiwa or something for, like, kids or for young people. I don't know. He's got some sort of school teaching English. He's also having a hard time because he's had to close the school. And so, obviously, if there's no school for people to come to, he doesn't get paid, and that's, like, his primary way of employment because him and his wife run the school. So like he's having a tough time, and there's like no stimulus or anything happening in Japan right now either. So yeah, it's a tough time. The US is fucked too. Yeah, dude, like we'll see what happens like after this whole thing. The economy is going to be screwed big time. But oh, that reminds me, we've been talking like non-stop. But let me go ahead and get to the news part. So let's go ahead and get into the news video right now. Let me go ahead and show that off. I'm gonna get something to drink. In the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and just do the weekly news. Every week we do the news on the Saru show. This time I did it as a video. We're not gonna do it live. It was a huge mess when we did it live. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna grab a drink. I'll be right back, you guys. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Monkey News Network. I am Saru. So, in Japan, it looks like the coronavirus is taking its toll not only on everyone, but it looks like arcades are also taking a hit. It looks like many arcades are going to be closing down. Some of them have even gone to crowdfunding to seek help so that they can stay open. Other game stores are also suffering. Stores like Beep have resorted to online ordering just to stay afloat. So let's hope that they can stay afloat throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. But at this point, it's difficult to say if they're going to survive the rest of this ordeal. But here's hoping that they're still around when all this is said and over with. Now, on to the next news. It looks like more COVID-19 related news, as Anime Expo in Los Angeles has also been canceled due to the pandemic. It's obviously a good idea to keep these sort of things closed just so that large groups of people can't congregate, but at the same time it is very sad to have something like Anime Expo that's never been canceled before be canceled. But hopefully once again, when this is all done and over with, they can come back just as strong as ever. On to some happier gaming news. It looks like Streets of Rage 4 does get its release date of April 30th for the PS4, Xbox One, and the Nintendo Switch, and I believe PC as well. Now, it looks like they are going to be adding a battle mode. If you remember back in the days of Streets of Rage 2 and 3, you had a battle mode where if you wanted to settle the score with your friend, you could totally do that in this mode. Hopefully we'll see if maybe they offer an online battle mode. That's to be determined still, but that would be fun if you can hook up with players online and just beat the crap out of each other in game. On to some shoot-'em-up gaming news. It looks like M2 did acquire the rights to publish a bunch of Toaplan games, as it was previously stated in several news articles back in the day. However, it looks like they have also acquired the license to do Tatsujin and Tatsujin O, which hasn't previously been released for anything affordable in ever, except for the Marty, and I believe the Marty version of it goes up in the thousands, maybe $1,000-$2,000, which is completely out of most people's price range, but it is going to get an iteration on the Nintendo Switch and possibly other consoles as well. We would know the game as Truxton 2 or Tatsujin O in Japan, which is very exciting news indeed. Speaking of M2, it looks like M2 showed off a bit more of their original shooter Ikusaba at the 2020 JAEPO Expo in Japan. The game is looking very promising and should get a release in the fall. Personally, I'm excited. Well, that does it for the Saru news of this week. On the Monkey News Network, I am Saru. Thank you very much for stopping in this week, and I will see you next week for more gaming news. Okay, we're back. Yes, Michelle, I completely forgot to add that in. I wanted to do the, Terra Onion did release their thing, what is it called? Mode. It's ODE for the Sega Saturn and the Dreamcast, which basically it's a solution to like play all your games on a hard drive. You don't have to use like your disk drive anymore. It takes SD cards as well. That came out for pre-order. I almost bit the bullet on the mode, but then I was like, I'll just wait because I don't know. Well, I want to wait and see what happens because sometimes with the Terra Onion stuff when they release, it's got they've got like issues. I'm gonna wait till they work out all the kinks, and then I'll get it because I kind of want to get it for Dreamcast. You know what I mean? Like, I think it would be cool to get it for the Sega Dreamcast. I'll probably continue to play Sega Saturn on the Polymega because it does a pretty good job at playing it. And the Polymega does play boots too, so like, you know, I could always get like a repro or something of something really expensive if I wanted to. But it would be cool to have it for the Dreamcast, just so I can start doing like Dreamcast streams with all kinds of games as well. But it does cost something like $200 to get. So and then shipping as well. So it's kind of expensive, but it is cheaper than their other offerings. It's cheaper than the SSDS3, but probably because they have less packaging to worry about. What is this weird music with Katamari? Hopefully, I don't know if this music is like copyright stuff. I don't remember who asked for this. Oh, it's not? So if you guys have any game requests, we listen to all of Sakura Wars, we listen to all of Hyper Duel. Anybody in the Saru crew, if you have a music request, I'll play it. Let's see here. Ooh, comments. Let me get to the chat. Let's see here. What are we talking about? If they figure out a way to get Naomi games running on Dreamcast, I'll buy an ODE. I want to play Planet Harriers on real hardware so bad. Let's see here. Hyper Duel. Bithead got gifted a freaking Sega Saturn Hyper Duel. Did he really? That's awesome. Dude, that game is so expensive. Very, very cool, though. Play some anime musics. I don't know that I can on stream, because most of that stuff is, like, licensed. So, game stuff is easier to do. But some game stuff is licensed, too, so... Well, like, usually, that's why I usually stick to, like, soundtracks to import games, because, like, Japan rarely cares unless you're Konami or Nintendo. Konami and Nintendo are still kind of sticklers about it, but everybody else doesn't mind. Let's see, Corbin. Did your school close? Oh yeah, did your school close? Are you at home now as well? Just don't play Nintendo music. Yeah, Nintendo and Konami kind of they have issues with that. Let's see here. Yes, OKVG and no JT. Okay, so they've closed it. I've been isolating since last Saturday. Man, we've been indoors since, like, what, a month and a half now? Because we started isolating 2 weeks before they actually made it, like, a thing to not do it. I was not going out before that.
We were telling people since January.
Yep. Alright, let me find something else to listen to. Some other soundtrack. Play some advanced VG music. There we go. Look at Jeff Allison. Let's do that.
Yes, Jeff Allison.
Advanced
Jeff
VG.
Allison with the awesome music request.
Hopefully they have it.
This music's making me depressed.
Alright, we're gonna play. They have, what is this? Variable Geo. This is the PS2. Alright, this is the PS2 one. Oh shit, we got a star in the house. We got T-Belly. T-Belly is in the galaxy. Welcome to the stream, T-Belly. Thanks for stopping in. The T-Belly is so fucking funny, man. You watch the streams, he's funny. The guy is just funny.
I think my favorite episode.
The couch surfing?
Couch
the
surfing, yeah.
couch parkour?
Like, yeah. The last one, bam, he's on the floor for like a minute.
We're like, is he dead? We're like, is he okay? I know, quick, so he got up. It was funny. Dude, T-Belly is funny. Definitely check T-Belly out. Dude, his streams are funny. He's like one of those streamers that like definitely can like cheer me up if I'm feeling like kind of bleh. Like I'll go watch him. He's funny.
Yeah, he's a really good gamer too.
I know, dude. T-Belly is so good. So, okay, so he bought our game, right? He bought FX Unit Yuki, and he played it one time, right? And then he played it again for stream, and he had only beat like the first stage. And then he was like, okay, we're done. And then he played it again for stream. And he was seriously, like, good at it. Like, he was good. And he's one of those people who played... Like, Radical Reggie was the only... There are 3 people who streamed it, who played it and streamed it. And they were really good at it. And I love watching those streams. Because then I'm like, these are the kind of people who we made this game for. They just get it. He gets it. Like, he played it, you know... Like, everyone dies, right? But, like, he was good at it. Reggie was good at it, and this guy streamed it for Video Games New York. He didn't work for Video Games New York. He just streamed it for them. I forget what his name was, T-Rone or something on Twitch. He was super good also. He was really good. Yeah. But T-Belly did a great job, and he beat it, and everyone was super hype over it. Same thing on Reggie's stream. Everyone was really hyped. But T-Belly, you did a great job playing that game. I was really happy watching you play FX Unit Yuki. I didn't think you'd beat it in your first stream. I really did not. Oh yeah, I remember. They did good. The Video Game New York, whoever they got to play it, did really good at it.
Do Gachapon.
Oh yeah, Gachapon time. Gachapon time. Let's do Gachapon. All right. Did you put in a link? Which Gachapon? Regular Gachapon?
Regular Gachapon.
Okay.
Well, there's only one Gachapon today.
Oh, okay. Just regular Gachapon,
Yeah.
right? Okay. Did you already put the link in for
Yeah,
that?
yeah, I've been doing it all day.
Nice. I think GameSack did. GameSack did a thing, I think, right? For like playing with Sax. It was the last time Dave was seen on it, I think, right? Officially, because there was a video with Dave later, but that was like the last official stream was playing with Sax FX Unit Yuki, and it was sad. It was sad. Thoughts on new Sakura Tyson game? I love it. I love the new game. I bought the big collector's box. It's up there. I haven't beat it yet. I'm only on like chapter 2. I really should beat it or play through it.
Play it tomorrow.
Yeah, I really need to play. I haven't had the time. I'm so busy. I'm always busy because like my life since the quarantine thing, my life hasn't changed much because I work from home and I have a lot of side work that I do and it's all home based. So I haven't really been affected by it work wise.
Mark Smith says GameSack was where I first experienced FX Unit Yuki for the first time.
Oh, nice. That's funny.
Alright. Gachapon time.
Gachapon time. Yes, let's do Gachapon. Yeah, there's a bunch. All these can go. We don't need all these.
Alright.
Let's put the Sega Saturn stuff. Here, do you want to put these back on that shelf over there? And I'll put these back in the Saturn. Sega Saturn. PC Engine. PlayStation. Excuse me. That's Jesse doing a little jig. Mana. Alright. Move all these switch things too. Jess. Please. The switch keys.
Oh yeah.
We don't need them. Making room for the Gachapon cam. What did you got? The cam?
No, you almost dropped it.
Oh, it's okay. It's not on anything.
No, I know that's what you need it for.
Right, I know, but it
Okay.
should.
Shut up.
Shut up,
Shut
Jesse.
the fuck up. Shut the fuck up and get back to your corner.
Is this the one we need? Did you already?
Huh?
Do we know who?
Yep. Well, we'll see. If
All right.
the person's here.
Alright, Gachapon time, you guys. We're gonna go ahead and do Gachapon. Let me lower this. Advanced VG2 music. They need to put Advanced VG1 music on here, because I really like it. Advanced VG1. I like Advanced VG2 also, but 1 was my favorite. Was my favorites. Okay, you guys. We're getting ready to do the Gachapon now. Drum roll. Let me undo this thing. Oh, I'm already on it. Never mind. Drum roll. And the winner for this week's Gachapon draw is...
It is Outdoors Joe.
Outdoors Joe. Outdoors Joe, you are the winner of this week's Gachapon. You do have to be here, so hopefully he is here. We waited so long to do Gachapon.
I know.
Because we started late today. We started super late. So Outdoors Joe, we'll give him a minute or two to respond.
By the time, just explain what Gachapon is to people.
Alright, so for those of you who are new, we do these weekly Gachapons. And we also do instant Gachapon. When we hit $100, we do the instant Gachapon. Everyone's saying congratulations to Outdoors Joe. I don't think... Hopefully he's here.
Give him a minute.
So, also when we hit $100 in donations, we do Instant Gachapon, where we do a Gachapon giveaway as well. The way it works is you pick a number between 1 and 4, and the prize lands, whatever prize lands on the one that you pick is your prize. Unless you are a member of the Saru crew, then the number that you pick is the grand prize. The grand prize has to land on the number that you pick. But if you're Saru crew, you can pick any Gachapons that come out from it, and you get 2 bonus rolls after the 4 that we roll. We do 2 bonus rolls as well. But the bonus rolls, those are just for extra Gachapon, and big prizes land on both bonus rolls. You don't get the big prize, you get whatever normal prize. The big prize has to land on the one that you pick. Oh no, I'm gonna guess Outdoors Joe is not here.
He's not here.
Outdoors Joe is not here, I don't think.
So what do you guys think? Next one, or should we just wait?
Should we wait, or should we just roll again? Should we roll?
Should we roll again?
He's outdoors? Says Kenny Lauderdale.
Wait, how do people know in the chat before tomorrow did? Oh, screw the net might be, he might be, behind.
Oh, he might be behind. You say that in the chat. Yeah,
Okay.
no, someone did. Outdoors. Oh no, nobody did. Yeah, say it in the chat.
Alright,
Screw the
next
net.
one.
You might be.
Okay.
You might need to refresh. Snooze, you lose. Next. Everyone's saying next.
Alright.
Oh man, I always hate it when like
I
somebody
know.
like puts in the effort to join and then they're not here. But that is the rules.
Alright, the next person
Alright.
is Guy Fellows.
Guy Fellows. I saw him earlier today too. Guy Fellows. Hopefully he's here. Wow, they're both new people too.
Yeah.
They're both new people.
We'll give him a minute.
Yeah, we'll give him a minute. Guy is here.
He's here.
He does the little
Says,
creature eyes.
Sorry, just kidding.
The little creature owl eyes. Guy Fellows, you are the winner. So, hopefully you heard the rules. Basically, pick a number between 1 and 4, and whatever you pick is the prize that you're going to draw from this machine here.
Switch to Gachapon Cam.
Gachapon Cam is where? Is it up here? Yeah, it's up
Okay,
here.
good.
I just did it here. I didn't see it on the thing. Oh, it is there. I'm
Yeah.
stupid.
No.
I'm stupid. All right, let's bring this closer. There we go.
He picks 2.
He picks 2. All right, so. All right, there's all kinds of like hair stuck on this machine. So this is where the sticker was, huh? Oh,
Yeah.
showing body hair. All right, here we go. All right, let's point this to the hole. This is what this Gachapon machine looks like. You can see some of the prizes. These are all pretty much standard Gachapons. There are big prizes that you can win in here. What are the big prizes for these? For the
If someone wins a big prize, they win a free.
oh, they get the game of their choice.
Game of a choice.
How many are there in here?
There's only 1.
There should probably be 2.
Okay.
We had 3 in the Patreon one. There should probably be 2 big prizes here. Do you have another free ball? We're gonna add another big prize. Big prize for people who are not part of the Saru crew is basically a free import game from the box. And Jess is gonna add one more ball because we only have one big prize ball in here, and I want to add 2. I want to add 2 balls because 2 balls are better than 1. You can just write big prize or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Do you need a pen?
I got it.
Okay. Just write big on it, and then we'll shake it. And let's get the coins out, because every time I shake this one, did I get all the coins out? Yeah, every time I shake this one, it fucks up.
Okay.
Yeah, Gleam is random, completely random.
Here you go.
Alright, we're adding another big prize. This one says big. Alright, now I can shake it. Oh shit, there's still coins in here?
You get a lot of coins out of that, yeah.
I hear them, but...
Okay, so...
What number did he pick?
He picks... What do you pick?
Alright, we shook it. Shook.
I can't see.
Yeah, it's all.
2.
It's just luck
He
of the
picks
draw,
2.
you guys. It's,
Yeah, my brother enters every time he
yeah.
has a 1 year.
His brother's been entering for like a year that we've been doing these shows, and he's never won. So it's just random. And then some people win a bunch.
Yeah, some people win.
If you're lucky, you're lucky. Like I'm one of those people who doesn't win shit. I don't ever win shit. So it's just luck. What number did you say? 2.
2.
Okay.
Matt Tracker's here.
Matt Tracker.
Where's wait? I need to put down my cheat.
All right. Let's see here. Ball 1. Ball 1 is a red ball. What is it? Ooh. Some Dragon Ball GT character. I don't know who he is. Some purple guy.
Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball. All right. 2. Ball number 2. Let's see what ball number 2 is. Is that what he picked? 2, right?
Yeah.
Why can't I get you in the hole? Get in the hole, coin. Looks like there's something in there already.
One to the left. No, here.
To the left?
Okay, now put it in.
There's like something in there, keeping it from going
Alright.
in.
Put it. Yeah, this gotcha really sucks.
Yeah, this one.
We're gonna throw it away. Alright, spin the bottom. Put your hand in the hole. You gotta finger it really good.
How deep though?
You gotta go really deep. You have to you gotta use 2 fingers. No,
Like-
don't use your whole fist, use 2 fingers.
Do I do it like hard or?
No, you gotta do it softly. Yes, just like that, yes.
Yes. Get your. Ew! Don't like throw real money at me. I don't know where it's been. All right, hold on. This thing is like stuck. Oh my. Finger me, sorry, this is guy fellows. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Alright, we got it. I had to just push the thing. There we go. Alright, ball number 2. Here we go. It gets it again. There we go. Alright, ball number 2 is... What is this? Oh, this is you got Barbara Streisand. I'm just kidding. It's Julia. It's Julia from Fist of the North Star. So that's your Barbara Streisand. It does. It looks like Celine Dion. Alright, let's see what the other balls would have been. Let's see what the other balls are. Balls. Ball number 3 is a Goku, Super Saiyan 3 Goku. And then ball number 4. Ball number 4 is another Dragon Ball guy. Same purple guy. Alright, so let's go ahead.
So he won number 2.
Number 2. Right,
Go
so...
to full screen. You're already dead, we'll go on and on, said Guy Fellows.
You're already dead. Omae wa mou shindeiru. Alright, so let's switch.
Since you're not a
Oops, sorry. I hit the wrong one. the intro's gonna play for a second when I went back. Whoops. Alright, so this is the one that came out. This is Julia from Fist of the North Star. These came from the Gaming Emporium, Stefano Bruni. He donated a bunch of these to the show for us to give away. And so we've been giving them away. So we'll go ahead and send. I know, sorry about that. That scared the shit out of me. I accidentally. My bad. Here you go. Take this. This is for Guy.
All right.
Guy
so
Fellows.
Explain why he didn't get to choose.
So yeah. So people who are like the non-Saru crew people get pretty much the prize that you pick. If you're Saru crew, you basically get to pick whichever. So like if you were on Patreon for $1 or more, you can pick whichever prize. It's just one of the perks. But I think the biggest perk is probably our Discord channel.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Sarumaru, I take it you're a fan of playing with balls. So many balls. Look. I can juggle them.
We'll send you an email.
Nick Carroll says, Saru crew checking in. Stefano from the Emporium. Yeah, Stefano Bruni. He's in Japan. He donated a bunch of those, like, Fist of the North Star things. Like, they came from, like, coffee something or another. My hair's doing weird shit today. My hair's going to be in disarray next week. Because it's already been almost 2 months since I've had a haircut. Alright, let me lower this Fiji music. It's a little loud. There we go.
Wait, is that Stefano
Good night,
Bruni?
objection.
Good night, objection.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure.
Wait, Charlie Ward, are you Stefano Bruni?
Who is?
Because if so, Charlie Ward.
Oh, I don't know. Is that
Because if it is you, I'm sorry.
is that him under a different name?
I don't know.
I don't know. But yes, the Gaming Emporium, is that what it's called? The Emporium Games in Japan. He donated these Fists of the North Star. I think, is that the last one?
That's not him.
I think that's the last one, right? Is it the last Fist of the North Star?
last
Yeah,
one,
because he sent us like 12 of them, and that was the last one. And that one kept coming out too, that Julia one. That's funny.
Yeah.
Because it looks
No
like,
one wanted it.
yeah, nobody wanted it. All right, anyway, back to the animes. We were talking about animes. Russ earlier was talking about this one right here. This one, All-Purpose Cat Girl Nuku Nuku. This is a cute show with this girl here who is a cat. And basically what happened is the cat ran over and killed. And this boy here, he had just found the cat. And he was really sad that the cat had died. So what happened is that they ripped the brain out of the cat and they stuck it in this android. And that's how this became to be. Nick wants a hug. Oh, Nick wants a hug. Thank you. He donated $5. Thank you for that, Nick.
I want treats.
He wants treats. You get your hug.
I'll give you a hug.
You get your hug if you have treats. Japan Post isn't letting anything out. Yeah, that's true. Let's see here. Saru has a large collection of balls. Does Saru dream of electric balls? Everyone's talking about balls. Stefano's story is legit. It's too bad Japan Post is wrecking business for him. No shit, right? Hopefully he's doing DHL and stuff. Because then
Expensive.
yeah, DHL is expensive though from Japan. Social distancing hug. Yes, hug from far away. There's your hug. Virtual hugs that look more like tickling, but whatever. Basically, Japan Post isn't shipping out anywhere, right? Because my box from Kid Shoryuken got back to Kid Shoryuken. He sent me a picture. He's like, I got your box back. Sorry about that. I'm like, it's okay. It's fine. I'll just wait for it. So I don't know what he's gonna do with that box. Maybe wait until this all blows over. Who knows? Who knows? DHL will be cut soonish, probably. You think so? U.S. externally, it is all mail systems across the planet. Oh man, that would suck. That would be harsh. How am I gonna get my stuff from Japan? But Sal and EMS all got returned. Yeah, he sent it Sal. And I guess they got back to him. DHL is super legit. I had 4 or 5 shipments from Japan in the last month, and they all got here in 2 to 4 days. Yeah, and everything I get from Amazon Japan is DHL, and that usually gets here like 3 to 5 days. as well. Oh man, I better get my PC Engine Mini controller before DHL gets it. Oh, no shit, right? Sarmar, it's true. Japan is not sending out through JP Post. Sal only. No, Sal. No, my box from Kid Shoryuken was Sal, and I didn't get it. And that was from the Konami pop-up shop that he got me stuff. I'm not gonna get it. Saru's collection suddenly quadruples in price overnight, right?
I know.
Let's see here. They said Sal is down indefinitely. EMS is delayed. Okay. Yeah, so he sent my package Sal, and it got back to him. Sal is probably the first to be cut. I'm not surprised that they did. Just super delayed. It says here, sent back. A few days ago, I got a month's worth of Sal packages sent back to me, says Vin K. Holy shit, could you imagine?
James.
Damn. Yeah, who's leaving? James Malloy. Good night, James. Thanks for stopping in. Damn, 3 a.m. Holy shit. This phone's about to die. Thank you so much for stopping in. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate that. Alright, really quick here. It says, looks like I ain't ordering shit for months, says Michelle. I know! Damn, it sucks. That's why I stopped buying stuff from eBay, because like almost all the time it's like Japan Post, right? And I wanted to make sure that stuff gets here, so I've still been buying from Amazon Japan. I bought hair clippers from Amazon Japan because you can't buy them here. What the hell? Why can't you buy hair clippers? What's going on? Is that the next panic buy item? Is hair clippers? Anyway, I bought some because our old ones broke, so I had to buy new ones. And I didn't think it would be such a problem to get them, but holy shit, apparently it is. And it's still sitting in their offices. Oh, Reluctant Heroes package. That's it. It's 8 a.m. in the morning here in Sweden. Good morning. I'm trying to remember how to say good morning in Swedish. How to remember? I once upon a time I thought I wanted to learn Swedish because I was listening to like all kinds of like Swedish like dance music back in the day, so I was trying to learn what they were saying. So that's right. Good morning. Guten morning. That's okay. No, that's wrong. You guys are saying German stuff. How's the weather there in Sweden? Sarmar, where are you from then? I'm from the UK. I'm thinking on changing my sales postage to just UK only for now. We're
from the moon.
We're the moon. Sarmar, did you like Eurotrance? I did like Eurobeat, like Avix Eurobeat. But the kind of stuff that you would hear in like Initial D, I liked a lot of that. Or like the Para stuff, that was all Eurobeat. I liked all that stuff. We're in the United States. We're in Las Vegas, Nevada. Like 11 degrees and kind of sunny in Stockholm, says. How do you say your name? I don't know how to say it, and I want to learn it because you're in here all the time now. Items just ain't reaching international buyers. Yeah. Damn, that sucks, man. That's shitty. Okay, Japan Video Game says, I've had to cut my hair twice, and it looks like shit, but I don't care.
It looks like shit.
I haven't had to cut my hair yet since this has happened. I've cut my hair before, though. I did a little bit today, but it's, like, unruly because I don't actually have clippers, so I've been... I just used the scissors around the top because like the top was way too long, so I just did the whole like cut it with the scissors. But the back, I need to do this with a razor clippers, and our clippers broke, so I wanted to buy another one. Well, Polymega Streams got me hooked on Subaru Maru. It says Omen. Speaking of hair, mine is getting really long. Yeah, I can't let mine get long. I need to cut it. So I ordered trimmers. Hopefully they'll be here soon. Let's see here. Nevada Land, says Mac Tracker. Nevada Land is... Nevada. Mac Tracker is also in Nevada Land. But he is 8 hours away from me on the other side of Nevada Land. Lucky for him, he's like 8 hours away from me. Otherwise, I'd go to his house and put my grubby hands all over his PC 9801 and his X68K. Why even cut your hair? You can't leave the house, lol. Also, hair dye is a current panic buying item. Oh yes, hair dye too, which is crazy. I'm okay with hair dye, I think. I mean, I cut my hair because like I do the YouTube thing. I want my hair to look all crazy when I'm on here. At least you don't like Sparks. Saru-sama-chan is safe. I don't live in sparks. Not just hair dye, hair everything. Why hair dye? Not like anyone's gonna see it. I know! I don't understand why hair dye is a hard thing to get. Who's gonna see your fucking head if you're indoors? It's stupid. Nick Carroll says, do you like wearing caps? I do, actually. I love wearing caps. So, if my hair gets crazy, then you'll start seeing me in all my hats. I have, like...
sides would be nice, but then your hat on top.
Yeah, my sides would be like... look like Sonic the Hedgehog with a hat. I have plenty of hats, though. I like hats. I do like hats. I have, like, 12 hats. So, I'll be okay if I need to wear hats. Rag3 says, hola, papa, your hair is good. Right now, it's good. Hola, mijo. How you doing? Right now, my hair is good. Wait until... Give me another week. I haven't had a haircut in a month and a half, so... We got our haircut 2 days before we went into self-isolation. And we went into self-isolation 2 weeks before they told us we were supposed to. Let's see here. Next week will be the beginning of the hat collection for Saru. Right? Yeah, we'll do a VGST on just hats. A lot of them are gamer hats, most of them. Most of them are game hats or Japan hats. So I have 2 FX Unit Yuki hats. I got 2 different Osaka hats. And then all the other ones are video game hats. So I got a bunch of video game related hats. And then the best hat of all. Panda face.
Oh shit, I'm bowling.
Show your Osaka hat, Saru. Yeah, let me grab that.
Okay.
I know, there's this big ass box of anime. There's one right here, Jesse. We're in the closet.
Where?
It's hanging up there. The yellow Osaka hat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This one's already, like... It's already getting a bit beat up. This one was my first Osaka hat. I have another one. If you want to... Where's... That other one's here too, I think.
Yeah.
Isn't it right there on that table? This was my first Osaka hat. This one came from Dotonbori. It's a little dirty now. A little bit. This one's getting kind of old. And then I have another one that says Osaka that looks like the Uniqlo logo. That I really like. And then all the other ones are video game related hats. But I really like... That one's my favorite one. Just because it says Osaka so boldly. And I go out and people are like, Osaka? It's like, have you ever even been to Osaka? I was like, no, I just wear the hat because I fucking like it, stupid. It's like, yes, I've been to Osaka. Good thing it's not the 80s. I'd hate for this to be an S-curl shortage, says Unloved Homie.
Those curls.
What?
What?
Let me show you my other ones.
That one. This is real furry.
Oh, I forgot about this hat. I don't wear this one because it makes my head look funny, but I have this one right here. The Fatal Fury hat. This is a SNK one. This one is signed by Falcon. If you know who Falcon is. He's one of the SNK artists. He signed this hat.
There's some of the other hats.
And then here's my other Osaka hat. This one here. This one I got on my last trip. I really like this one. It's like supposed to be like the Uniqlo logo, but it just says Osaka on it. And I really like it. I like it. It's a cool hat. And then Sonic. I usually wear this on the Sega Mega Mondays stream. I'll wear this Sonic cap. Sega Saturn cap.
Nicholas, is that like your Nike shirt?
FX Unit Yuki cap. There you go. And then I have like Streets of Rage and Altered Beast and those like wherever you get those. You're being offensive. I don't blame him. He gets a lot of hate for no reason. Who does?
And then, oh Jesus.
Let's see here. I never liked Falcon Shinkiro all the way. I don't like... I don't... So I like current Shinkiro, right? Like Shinkiro post 2000 Shinkiro. But early, like, all the Shinkiro stuff from like the SNK days, they all have like that weird like George Clooney face. You know what I mean? Like I don't. They all have, all the guys, all the men have the same exact face. So it's like it's weird. I got banned from Christian Mingle. Apparently, it's not nice to answer. What do you want in a woman with my dick? Yeah, probably not. Can Shido mullet then? I know, right? I'm gonna rock the mullet soon. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen if I can't cut my hair? We can't get hair clippers or anything. I'm just gonna be Saru in a hat and a mullet. It'll be fine. I'll be fine. Everything's fine. But it makes babies. Why would Christian Mingle not approve? That's true. I'll try Christian Mingle, David Rover. It's better than. Is it better than Tinder? What are you talking about, Christian Mingle now? Get a perm like Gintoki. Yeah, I could get a perm. How funny. Every day we get closer to Fist of the North Star timeline. That's true. That's so funny.
I think we should.
Alright. So, in any case, just wear the panda mask once your hair gets unruly. It gets hot.
Yeah.
It gets hot because, like, all your breathing makes it super hot. And then it just gets hotter and hotter. Have you played Mushihime-sama? I have. I played the first Mushihime-sama. I need a 360. Would be nice. Though there's one on PS2. Maybe I'll just get that one at some point. It's funny because I'm actually working on a project right now that's kind of similar to Mushihime-sama. That's kind of why I want to play it, just so I can familiarize myself with that project. All of MJR crew, I bet, have been really good people, says Corbin. Oh, that's right. You met them all in Japan, didn't you? And Adam Korlick as well, I remember. He was saying.
Juan Castillo's here.
Juan Castillo, what is up, man? Thanks for stopping in. And make little mute girls talk by... What? I'm so confused by chat right now. Chat is super confusing. Do you own Ibarra on PS2? No, I don't, unfortunately. S-Braid says, I only roll with Saru and MVG. That MVG is Modern Vintage Gaming, right? Saru-Mao. That's how T-Belly says it. Where's T-Belly? I love how he says Saru-Mao. He says Saru-Mao, Saru-Mao, Saru-Mao. Oh my god. If I really like this game, but if this wasn't a terrible fucking anime, I don't know what is. Has anyone ever seen this? Voltage Fighter Go Kaiser? Oh my god, it's like... It's freaking weird. We were talking about, what's his name? Masami Obari. And I like the game. The game is cool. The Neo Geo CD version has like music lyrics, and I really dug it. And this started off cool. I was excited. And then it just took a really sharp turn with like incest and stuff. And I was like, what the fuck is happening in this show? And then when it ended, I didn't know how to feel about myself. I haven't watched it since the first time I've watched it. So, I like the game. But then I watched this and I was like, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about... I question my morals at this point too, after watching this. I was like, it was just weird, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain it. This is a manga put this out as well. Maybe I should watch it again. I don't know, maybe it's not as bad as I thought it was, but I don't know. I remember clearly there was like a brother and sister and they loved each other, and then there was a scene where they got out of bed together. I'm like, what the fuck? What is happening? At that point I just want to turn it off, but it was already a train wreck, so I was like, Let's see here. Do you like Ronin Warriors? Yes! Samurai Troopers? That was cool. Is that Samurai Troopers? Right? I think? Ever watch Mad Bull? No, I've never heard of that. What anime is that? That is Voltage Fighter Gao Kaiser. And the game, Voltage Fighter Gaokaiser on the Neo Geo, is pretty cool. I like it. If I can find it. The Neo Geo game is cool. The anime is just weird, man. Super weird. Super weird. I just didn't understand why they went in that direction. It's like, you know what does have an awesome anime? It's not here because where's all my animes? Are they downstairs or are they?
Anime what?
All my other animes? No, I have way more anime than that. That's a small box.
I believe they might be downstairs actually, yeah. I'm not sure where they are.
Here's an anime I really like. I'm showing you the game because I don't know where my DVD sets are. But this anime right here, Magic Knight Rayearth, this is probably my favorite clamp work here. This is my favorite clamp work. Do you like the City Hunter PCE game? It's not bad. My issue with City Hunter, like I like it because it's a lot like Rolling Thunder. Like if you like the Rolling Thunder games, it's kind of like Rolling Thunder Mini, kind of. But my issue with the PC Engine City Hunter is that it's repetitive. It's really repetitive. The backgrounds are all really drab. Like it repeats a lot of the graphical style over and over, and then it's like, I mean, but it was made in 1989, so I do give it some slack for being made in 1989. I do like the anime for City Hunter though. And it got a reboot, I think, didn't it? The Cabbage is here. He says PC City Hunter sucks. But yeah, it's old, you know. Rolling Thunder 3 was best. Sega Genesis owned. I never played 3. I only played the first one in the arcades, and I have 2. I'm bad at it. I do like it, though. I'm just not good at it. They got translation, right? Did you do that, Cabbage? Cabbage is here. Cabbage does PC Engine translations, so I don't know if Cabbage did that one. He might have. Cabbage is the only person I know who does Hue Card translations. Because he did... Oh, you did... So he did City Hunter, apparently. Valkyrie, right? Valkyrie. I want to say Energy. Maybe. Did you do Energy? And maybe El Shad or Shada? I don't remember. He's done a few though. Cabbage is a programmer as well. He does a lot of stuff. He keeps busy. I don't know about now. Cabbage, how's the situation in Korea right now? What's the situation with teaching in Korea? Because Cabbage, I think, teaches in Korea, right? What's going on in Korea right now with all that? Are you going to work, or is people still staying at home? Because I know Korea was really diligent with testing. Dragon Egg for PCE 2. Oh, did you do Dragon Egg 2? That's awesome. Shada Energy, Yokai Dochuki, Dragon Egg, SF2 Dash, etc. Nice. I didn't know you did Dragon Egg 2. The OAV for download. There's an OAV for download? Wait, what are we talking about here? Someone needs to translate download and download 2 already. Was there an OAV for download? I'm not teaching anymore, so I'm working in an office. Oh, but schools are online classes. Are you working right now? Cabbage? Are you doing stuffs right now, Cabbage? Cabbage. South Korea was really on the ball with the COVID-19 stuff, unlike the US and Japan. Yeah, because they were like testing everybody all the time. And people are like, oh my god, the numbers are crazy. The numbers there were crazy because they were testing. That's why. And everyone else was just like, oh, no one's, whatever. Japan screwed the pooch. The pooch. Yeah, so did we here in the US. Saramaru, was there a 3DO game of Future Boy Conan? Yes, there was. I think I told you, right, that I was looking for that. I'm pretty sure I told you in a comment, maybe. There is. It's a multimedia disc for it. So it's like kind of like the Saturn Lupin multimedia disc, where it's got like video clips and stuff, and they talk about the show and blah blah blah. There's a 3DO one as well for Mirai Shonen Conan, and Future Boy Conan was on PC. Yeah, I want to get you. Michelle, that game is super cheap on PC Engine, and it's fun too. And you don't need any Japanese. I mean, obviously you do if you want to know what's going on, because there's a lot of cutscenes, but you don't need it to play it. You can play it without Japanese. Did you watch Astro Boy back in the day? Yes, I loved original Astro Boy. I love the remake. The remake was really good. The remake anime, the 2000 anime, if you watch it in Japanese, it's
Cyborg
better.
009.
Cyborg 009. Yeah, Cyborg
so
009 is good. Yeah, we were watching the modern one, the 2000 show also. It's funny because they rebooted Cyborg 009 in 2000. Had a bunch of music from like Avex. Globe did the intro with like Genesis of Next. I didn't finish the new Cyborg 009, unfortunately. I was buying it, and I need to finish it. I really need to finish the new show. I haven't. I watched the old Cyborg 009 though, and I have the game, the Mega Drive, Mega CD game.
I discovered a video due to the future Boeing Conan on PC and review.
Oh, nice! Very cool. Who said that?
Toon.
Did I miss it?
Right above Corbin's.
Oh, I see. Cool. Did you get into Macross at all? Yes, I watched all of original Macross. I watched all of Robotech when I was a kid. Robotech was big when I was a kid. So when I got to watching Macross, I saw all of the original Macross in Japanese and all of Macross Plus. Never saw Macross 7 or any of those other ones. I want to at some point. Chat on screen freaked the fuck out, did it?
It did.
How funny. Let me just flip out. But yes, I watched the original Robotech as a kid. You should really watch Macross 7. It's really schlocky. Schlocky?
Schlocky.
What is schlocky?
Schmooters and schlocky.
Schmooters and schlock.
Would you like some schmooters and
With your,
schlocky?
would you like some schmooters with your
With
schlock?
pancakes?
Give me your all the schlock. Who's your favorite DBZ character? Android 18. Android 18 is my favorite DBZ character. If we're talking about the main cast, though, Trunks. Trunks is my favorite character of the Saiyans. If we had to pick like favorite Saiyan, Trunks is my favorite.
What about what's your face from Dragon Ball?
Oh, Pan!
Yeah,
I love
Pan.
Pan too. Pan is so cute. I like Pan. Pan is adorable. Have you seen the Advanced VG anime? It's weird, but the game's decent. Yeah, the anime, I don't like... So the story of Advanced VG on the PC Engine is the best. PC Engine or Saturn, PS1, I love that story. I don't know why they didn't make an anime of that story, but they should have kept with that story. It was really good. Like, TGL, whoever TGL got to do it, did a really good job with that story. The anime story for VG and the PC story is like, the PC is even like worse, super pervy, right?
Good night, recommends.
But good night, recommends. Thanks for stopping in. But Advanced VG for Advanced VG and Advanced VG 2 story is good. Advanced VG 2 continues right from the events from 1. So like in Advanced VG 1, for anyone who's played it, like the main antagonist is Reimi Jahana, but then you figure out that it's not Reimi Jahana, it's her mom. Her mom is the leader of the Jahana group. She's like the primary antagonist, and it ends on a cliffhanger. And in Advanced VG 2, they wrap it all up. I don't want to say what happens because it's a huge spoiler.
Guys,
but
just kidding, I don't know. I've never seen it.
Way to go!
Huh?
Way to go!
What anime are you talking about?
Advanced VG, the game, Advanced VG. Anyhow, yes, people die in the second one, but Advanced Variable Geo 2 continues the story from Advanced Variable Geo 1, and the story is really good. Like, I really like the story. It's way better than the anime. Is stupid. The anime story is dumb. I still bought it, but it's dumb. And the PC story is like way too pervy. And if the focus on like an actual like cohesive story is not a thing really on the PC one. But ever seen Midnight Goku? No, I haven't. I've seen like what it looks like. I've never seen the actual anime. Is it good? Is this something that I should watch? Dude, if I wasn't for your channel, I wouldn't have known about VG. I appreciate it. And VG's a cheap game on PC Engine, and it's decent. How do you know if the story of Advanced VG is all in Japanese? Well, I know some Japanese. I'm not fluent in Japanese, but I do know enough Japanese to understand what's going on. My listening comprehension is a lot better than my speaking comprehension or my ability with kanji, but I do understand enough to understand what's going on. Thoughts on Power Stone and Virtua Fighter's cheesy anime? I never saw them. I watched one episode of the Virtua Fighter one, and it looked decent. I should finish that, actually. Your Japanese is really good. Shut up. It is not. It's not. You keep saying that. You're not. You're a nice guy. So you say nice things, but my Japanese could be better. You're almost at 3,000 subs, Sarumaru. Oh God, I hope I hit that soon. That would be cool. Thank you. I really appreciate that. But Advanced VG has a much better story in the games than it does in the anime or the original PC 98. Like, it's really good. Yeah, those Polymega... For reals, Michelle, I got like 400 subs from the Polymega streams. Easy 400 subs in that week. Which was a good jump for me. Let's get into 3K content that... Oh, but it's the content that keeps them coming back. I hope so. I hope so.
3000.
Are the Asuka Burning Force games any good? Burning Force? I'm not sure about Burning Force. I like the Asuka games. That's one that I wish had an anime. You'll be 60 by the time you know Japanese. Probably. By the time I'm like fluent, I'll probably be 60 for sure. Because I don't study it, so I don't really study Japanese. I can't wait for you to get over 9,000, says Corbin. What does YouTube say about a subscriber count? It's over 9,000! But still, give credit when credit is due. You guys produce good content, period. Thank you, Omen. I'm just going to say Omen because I don't know how to pronounce your first name. Same with Power Stone. Was Power Stone good? Did you tell me if it was? Did I miss it? Hey, Saru, do you have an Xbox? You should really play PSO2. I don't have an Xbox. I studied Japanese anime today, says David Rover. Shell.
We had oh no, it did 360, never mind.
How do you say your last name? Umen. Oh, that's why... I always forget, like, that's how you pronounce it when you have, what are those called? Unarts? Or whatever? Shell Umen. Shell it is. Bayonets. Bayonets on the internets. Someone needs to send Saru Xbox One so he can play PSO2. No, I don't need to play any MMOs. Don't send me an Xbox because I don't want to get. I can't get into MMOs. I don't have time. I don't have MMO time. I like to play my fighting games that I can quickly put down. And the occasional RPG. And if I do play an RPG, it's likely going to be like Ys or Powerful Mail or something like that. You ever watch Erased? No. What is that? Just wait 2 months and play it on PC, says Unloved Homie. Yeah, probably. I just play it on PC. I'll play it on PC when it comes on PC. How about that? There's nothing I want on Xbox either. Like, Xbox, the original Xbox and Xbox 360, had stuff that I wanted to play. But nothing on Xbox One. Shell says, seen Venus Wars, one of my favorite animes. Not the greatest, but good. No! I've been wanting to watch that. I should watch that. I should make a note of it. I need a notepad. I'm in front of a freaking computer. I need to just write on the computer. Stupid Saru. Stupid Saru! You're being a dumb bitch right now. Give me 1 second. Let me open up Notepad. Venus Wars. Venus Wars. Yeah, watch it. I'll watch it. Have you played Catherine? I have not. I have not played Catherine. Everyone keeps saying I should play it, though. Cabbage says Venus Wars was pretty cool. I'll have to check it out. Please view it a couple of times before you throw it away. Why, is it garbage? Are you suggesting I watch garbage animes? I'll watch it, though. It gets better with time. But then I won't want to throw it away, right? Xbox One only has 2 games that I really want. was kind of sad for me. Oh yeah, you had one, didn't you? He bought one. Uh-oh, chat is stuck again, says Corbin.
Yeah, it happens. I'm not sure why it happens after like after 3 hours.
Alright, let's see if that does it. We'll just switch back. I know after 3 hours, for some reason, the chat just goes, it just dies. It just takes a shit. It's a forgotten gem, says Shiel. I'm the king of watching garbage anime. Have you seen Venus Wars, Kenny Lauderdale? I know you watch all sorts of shit. I have tons of games that I really enjoy on the Xbox One. I can't think of anything I want to play on Xbox One that I can't already play on PlayStation 4. That's the reason why I don't own an Xbox One. 360 was different. There was tons of shit on 360. Okay, boys, let's go. This track is dope.
Would you get in trouble if you played Orange Road?
Yes.
Yes.
Because that's licensed by a bunch of different people.
Bastards.
Yeah. I love that song, but yes, it would totally get the stream yellow tagged. PS4 Pro is fun stuff. I never got a Pro. I only ever got the regular one. I got a white one, and that was it. But I assume that's gonna break like every PlayStation breaks. They all break. Do you know how many I've had like 5 PS1s, 3 PS2s, 3 PS3s. Like, they all break, man. What's the shitty Sony consoles? They like make them to break or what? Sony used to make like good quality stuff. I don't know why all the PlayStations are breaking. Don't get me wrong, I love like PlayStation. It always has like good stuff, but like, why are they always fucking breaking? And they break just to break, because I'm not mistreating them in any way. They just break. They stop reading discs, or the hard drives go bad in them, or some shit. I have all 3 PS3s. The one that works is the second model. My fat is dead because the heatsink happened. I was playing Assassin's Creed, and like everyone had like spikes shooting out of them because it was overheating. So yeah. And then my Slim, the second one I bought was a Slim white one. That one just stopped working. It just stopped booting entirely. Just the yellow light comes on. So right now I'm using the second one. That one seems okay right now. So 3 PS3s, 5 PS1s. So far just 1 PS4, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. My PS4 breaks, I ain't fucking buying another one. Those shits are expensive still. So fuck that.
Can we kill my original?
Yeah. My PS4 breaks, screw it. Wait, you played Assassin's Creed? What in the universe? Somebody gave it to me, so I played the first one for a while.
Do you use any arcade stick when you game?
But somebody played it, or sorry, somebody gave it to me because I showed interest in it. So I got it as a gift. I don't play every now and again I do play like a Western title that interests me. I did like the first Gears of War. I owned that for the 360. I enjoyed that. And after the first one, I was like, hey, I don't want to play anymore. But I did like the first Gears of War. Do I play with fighting sticks? Yes. So I have. This is when I play on the Neo Geo CD. I use this AES pad. I actually got this from Crazy Cubano. He sold it to me for like $40, I think, some years ago, because I think the select button doesn't work. Then I bought one for the Polymega. I bought a stick as well. I bought this stick for the Polymega. It's got a smaller ball, but that's okay. It still works. And this is the original AES pad. I use this for the Neo Geo CD. And then this is what I use for the Polymega. Since the Polymega does so good with Neo Geo CD stuff, I picked this one up so I can have that feel. But the Neo Geo X works on PS4. Oh, I don't know. That actually, I should test it and see. I wonder if it does. I don't know. I should test it though and see if it does. If it works on PS4, I'm not sure. It might. And then I have a PS3 Hori stick. I have a PS4 Hori stick. The only things I don't have sticks for are the PC Engine, the Dreamcast. But I do enjoy playing with a joystick if I can. Yeah, I should test it. I'll test it. I'll see if the Neo Geo X works with PlayStation 4. Yeah, I'll let you know. I haven't booted the PS4 in a while. I don't even know where the fuck is the PS4? Is it... Where is it?
Downstairs.
Oh, it's downstairs. Okay. Well, good. Then it's already connected. We could just go and test it. I'll check it out. I would like to know too. I got this Neo Geo X controller just a few days ago, so we'll see. Brooke has adapters for all systems. That's true. I could just use like adapters for them and play, huh? Maybe use whatchamacallit, the AES stick for other Neo Geo stuffs, or on Dreamcast. Dreamcast could really use a good stick. Brooke has adapters for all systems but Saturn. Oh, really? I just need to get some sort of Saturn stick, I think. I saw some in Japan. I saw them a bunch of times. So cheap in Japan. I should just pick one up.
John Cassell's here.
John! Frank?
Yeah, it's Frank.
It's Frank. Hi, John. Welcome to the stream. Sarmaru, take it from me. Brooke adapters are amazing and lag free. That's what I heard. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out for maybe do they make them for Dreamcast? Because I really need a stick for Dreamcast. I have a bunch of fighting games on Dreamcast and no stick. And the Dreamcast pad is horseshit too. It sucks. Oh, I haven't touched the PS4 in days. Me neither. I haven't touched the PS4 in a month, I think. I haven't touched it in a good while. I should get... Do they make those Brook things for Switch? Because I have I'm starting to get a lot of fighting games on the Switch. I just got Chaos Code on the Switch. I really enjoy it. Chaos Code's like $10, I think, on the shop too. It's fun. Touch the PS4, download the free games. I have the first 2 Uncharted already somewhere on disc.
What games are free?
Uncharted. The first Uncharted and something else is free. I remember playing a good bit of the first Uncharted. Looked decent. It's basically Tomb Raider. Male Tomb Raider is basically Uncharted. Brooke has you covered. ASCII stick. Touch the PS4, says Corbin. That's funny. Do you collect any NES? I don't. Not really. My mom got rid of all my NES games when I got the TurboGrafx. She got rid of my NES and all my NES games. And it was one of those things that she kind of did just kind of to spite me. Because, like, I bought the TurboGrafx with some of her money, some of my money, a lot of my dad's money. And, like, you know, my parents were divorced. And she's like, yeah, if you like that one so much, then you don't need this. She took my NES and pawned my NES and all my games. And I think she got, like, $40 for all of it. So, me and my mom have, like... Right now we're not talking, but back when I lived with her, we had a very, like, love and hate relationship going on with stuff. Because she'd do cool things, and then she'd do, like, really shitty things, you know? So, it, like, the bad stuff outweighed the good a lot. But she did a couple cool things. Like, she got that Famicom for me really early on, which was cool. She did some cool things, but she did a lot more bad things than cool things. So, our relationship is not very good. Like, her pawning all of my NES games and my NES, so it's like, that sucks. And it's funny, me and my dad get along really good, but I didn't grow up with my dad, which is weird, and my mom always put my dad in a bad light growing up, and I just had to get to know my dad, and my dad was way cooler than my mom could ever be. But then you must have a lot of nostalgia for it. Strange. Have the same relationship with my mother. Yeah, so me and my mom right now are not... Well, I haven't talked to my mom in like 3 years, but yeah, we don't have a good relationship really. I do have a lot of nostalgia for it though. Yes, I love original Mega Man. Let's see, Mega Man 1, 2, 3. Those were my favorite. And after that, I didn't have an NES anymore. Let's see, Little Nemo. I still have my Little Nemo somewhere. I have a Little Nemo cart. I loved Little Nemo. I loved all the Capcom Disney stuff. Chippendales, DuckTales, Adventures in the Magic Kingdom. I loved Adventures in the Magic Kingdom. Let's see. I have some NES stuff right now. I have no way to play them. I have an AV Famicom, but I can't play my NES. Oh, actually, I bought an adapter. I can play my NES games. It just looks so gross, though. Like, when I connect it to, like, a HD source, it looks like ass. And I can't do it. So I'll start to play NES again when I get my Polymega module for NES. Then I'll play NES. I bought all the modules, so I have all of them coming. Charmar, would you use almost lag-free wireless stick? If so, I recommend the Tekken 6 stick for 360 PS3 with a Brook adapter. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. I prefer wired, though, whenever I can. I'm not a big fan of wireless stuff unless I'm doing it for testing. But usually I prefer not to use wireless. I prefer wired. Just for no lag. Even if it is minimal. Capcom and Konami were great in the 80s and 90s, says Ando Gamer. Yes, they could do no wrong back then. What was I playing? I was playing something. I think Tiny Toons or something. I don't know. Konami made such good stuff. I have Bucky O'Hare on the Famicom, which I'd like to play on the Polymega if it's possible. Oh, I fucking hate Bluetooth. Yeah, I'm not a fan of. I'm just not a fan of wireless controllers. Even if it is convenient. Like, it's okay with, like, PS4 and stuff, because I'm used to it. But for, like, all my old consoles, I prefer them to all be wired, honestly. I prefer wired controllers. Oh, shit, it's 2:50 a.m. Who's leaving? Good night. David Rover's leaving. Good night, David Rover. Yeah, it's like almost 3 a.m. Yeah, we're ending it at midnight. I've never played Bucky O'Hare. It's kind of hard. It looks good. It's a pretty hard game. Pretty hard game to play. I do like it. It's fine with RPGs, but the lag kills other games. Yeah, like fighting games, that's the thing, like with fighting games, I need them to be as lag-free as possible. Why am I still up? Because it's Saturday night! It's Saturday night! It's talking about Tekken 6 wireless stick isn't crappy Bluetooth, it's 2.4 gigahertz. I never said it was crappy. I mean, like, I'm sure it's good. My preference has always been wired. Capcard arcade games are the best. I had Cyberbots for a while, but haven't dug into it into a few days. Man, Crazy Cubano bought in Japan for $25. He bought the big Cyberbots collector's box. He paid not even $25. It was 2,500 yen, which is like what, 23 bucks maybe. He bought it, and I was like, oh, I want one! But, I mean, obviously there was only one, but he got it for 2,500 yen. The Cyberbots collector's box, which is cool. Konami has a great arcade game I used to play, Metamorphic Force. Oh, I vaguely remember that, actually. Vaguely. Wanted to try Capcom Belt collection for the Switch. Such great games. I bought the... Have you seen my video on it? I did a video on the collection. I bought the big, like, mega box for it. This one right here. I bought this one. Belt Action collection for the Switch. This one was cool. It has a lot of good games on it. Captain Commando. This was my jam in the arcade. I played so much of this in the arcade right here. Loved it. Was one of those games that I played with friends till we beat it at some point, right? But, like, obviously, like, those are the games that you play, you get good, and then one day you get with your friends, you're like, alright, we're gonna beat this shit, alright? So we're gonna play, we're gonna beat it. And I think it still took me, like, $3 or $4 to beat. Gonna call it a night. Have a great night. Good night, Crazy Cubano. Thanks for stopping in.
Bean Soup.
Bean Soup says, hi, Saru and the gang. Shell says, gotta get it. Thinking of getting a Mister and playing it on that. Ooh, actually, the Mister might be good for, like, arcade stuff, I think. I don't know. I'm not into, like, the whole, like, setting up of stuff. I have a Raspberry Pi. I'd never use it, really. We use it to play FX Unit Yuki, and that's pretty much it. We only played FX... What's wrong, Jesse?
No, keep going.
Oh, okay.
I'm just shooting.
Oh. Yeah, Raspberry Pi, like, we have one, but we only use it to, like, demo early builds of FX Unit Yuki, and, I never really used it. I was never big on, like, Raspberry Pis, or... I was never big on emulation. I never liked emulation, so, like... The Polymega is my first foray into emulation. Because I was never a fan of it, to be honest. I was never a fan. Yeah, same thing with me, Michelle. Like, I don't like to fuck with any of that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to turn on and play. That's all I want to do.
Yuki Stream says Don.
Yuki Steam.
Oh, Steam.
On Steam. Oh yeah, John is one of those people waiting for it. I think it should be coming soon.
John, my whole family. Don't shut up. Just kidding.
About what?
About the
PC version. It's coming. It's coming. Emily is here. What's up, Emily? She says, Emily, Hairmaster Saru, give me another week. This hair is gonna be crazy. Right now, it still looks okay, but in another week, it's probably gonna be a goddamn mess. Are there any issues with the Polymega? There are some, yeah. There is, I experienced, my unit does weird stuff. Like, sometimes I'll hit the eject button, and the system restarts. It's like, I don't think it's supposed to do that. Apparently, that's something that is not going to be an issue with the production units. It's just an issue with, the beta units. Another issue that the Polymega has is switching between discs. The Lunar games did not work for that. Apparently Final Fantasy works. They tested it. All the Square stuff with multiple disc works, but Lunar did not.
Good night, Randrick.
No Lunars worked with it. Lunar 1 or 2 had issues. Michelle says, Sarumaru Goku. I know, right? Super Saiyan Red. Sleep well. His hair size is equal to his sub account. He is getting more powerful. So what, if I get 10,000, my hair is just going to be like, crazy? No, don't ruin his hair, says Emily. I know Emily comes here just for the hair. So, and I have to keep my hair in check so that Emily has something to look at, because she comes just for the hair. Thanks for stopping in, Emily. Let's see here. The real question is, will Polymega need updates? Did you wear upgrades? So that's the thing about the Polymega, is that once the Polymega goes online, they'll be able to do firmware updates via the internet. So if there's games that don't work and they patch them, they can update it via the internet. So that'll be cool. I would actually like for the Polymega to have regular updates. So that's the idea, is that the Polymega will have updates via the internet with firmware. And it has to. It has to, because there's something that the Polymega is going to do that's going to make it a pretty decent contender. I can't really say much, unfortunately, because I did sign an NDA for it way back when about any information that's shared with me. So there is something that it's going to do, though. There's a bunch of things that they haven't even said yet. By now. There's a bunch of things that they haven't said yet with the Polymega yet. Mega Polymega. Mega Polymega, Mega Poly, most poly of the megas. The most polys.
Polymega Super Saiyan.
Polymega over 9,000! That's funny. Excuse. What's a mister? The mister is like an FPGA thing. So like, you know, everyone like gets a hard-on for FPGA, but apparently like FPGA isn't perfect either unless it's been perfected. But it's supposed to be better than emulation because it emulates how the console actually works versus software emulation. Oh shit, Super Boo! Super Boo jumped to Print Club.
Awesome.
Holy
Super
shit,
Boo.
thanks Super Boo.
I love that cat.
I know, the cat's like
cat's
trying
so
to squeeze through.
I just want to get a fat cat and have a small door so you can do that.
The OSSC is an upscaler. It's actually just all it's doing is upscaling. It's only processing signals. Also, FPGA is overrated, says Charlie. I don't know. I don't know what everyone is tripping over the difference. See, I never did like emulation before the Polymega, so I don't know the difference. I know the differences. I know the technical differences, but if you put me like I'm playing like the Saturn emulation, I can't tell the freaking difference between the Saturn emulation on here and like the real thing. I can't tell the difference, so my uneducated eyes, I guess, can't really tell the difference. But I have played like bad emulation. I know what bad emulation is. Man, remember when people just popped in games and enjoyed them? For reals. That's actually, and that's kind of what I like about the Polymega is that, like, you turn it on, you put in a game, and the game plays. You don't have to fiddle with anything. You don't have to wait for anything to download. You don't have to just put in the game and the game works. So that's kind of what I like about it. There's no setup with it. You don't do anything. You turn it on and it works. That's the only reason why I like it. You know, because if it was shit, I would have said, hey, it's shit because I paid money for it. You know, it's my own money. There's some things that obviously have problems, you know, but supposedly they're going to fix them, you know. And if they don't fix them, I'm sure that they're going to get shit for it. But, SRMR, good night, mate. See you again on the next stream. Take care. Next stream is Monday for the Sega games. We'll be streaming on Monday.
With the Polymega.
With the Polymega. Yes, check out Smoke Monster. FPGA, where systems are coded, duplicated in hardware language as cores, where every core behaves exactly like the circuit tree that it's copied from. Does the Polymega work on CRTs for light gun games? I don't believe the only way you could connect the Polymega to a TV is by getting like a HDMI to component converter of some sort, but I don't know. I have no idea if it works. I guess I could try it but there's no modules that have light guns. That's the problem. Except for the NES one. I guess I could try like Duck Hunt maybe, and I can maybe buy one of those adapters and try it myself. But I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna work like that. They're making a light gun though, but I don't think it would work for that. It is getting a gun though, but it's I don't know. I don't think it would though. I can try, but I don't think so. The Saturn and PlayStation 1 also have light guns. They do, but how are you going to connect them to the Polymega? The Polymega doesn't have a port for the Saturn. They're going to they're making their own light gun for it, but there's no way to connect those guns to the Polymega right now, so who knows. Let's see here. There's an HDMI adapter for the Saturn. I have it. It works very well. What are you talking about? Like the Hyperkin? Whoa! Look at chat. Chat's flipping out again. There it goes. I guess it caught up randomly.
Wow.
Charlie Ward is now following and says, "Cool, thank you for that.
Yeah.
Thanks for the follow." Maybe on Twitter, I guess. It doesn't tell me where you're following on. It just says you're following. I'm gonna assume Twitter. But Mister is primarily a preservation project. Very accurate one though. Yeah, that's cool. Like, I appreciate, like, I'm the kind of person, game how you want to game. Play your games how you want to play them. You know what I mean? Like, people come and, like, they shit on, like, how people want to play games. It's like, who cares? Just let people how they want to play. Are you in the Discord? I think he is in the Discord. Oh, nice. Josh Fraley just subscribed. Thank you for subscribing, Josh Fraley. Yeah, Mister is impressive for all it does.
Bubblegum Crisis.
For sure. I know, I love that Bubblegum Crisis thing. That's when Lena kills that one robot bitch for killing her friend. Do you remember that? Remember Irene? That one right there. Do you remember that scene?
Yeah.
When she, like, punches the boomer and it explodes and it's like, blah! The boomer, because the boomer killed that one girl, Irene. Do you remember Irene? They go to dinner and she's, like, has her groceries. They were in Yokohama, Chinatown. And she's, like, running from the robot. The robot's chasing after her in a car. And then finally she can't run anymore. And the robot, like, impales her and throws her over the freeway. Do you remember that?
And she goes, yeah, I remember
and
that.
she falls and hits the floor.
That's the beginning of the...
It's like the first 20 minutes of the episode. It's really sad.
I remember.
Yeah.
She got mad.
She got mad and she was like, I'm gonna get revenge. And she does. She fucks that boomer up.
Alright, we should read the...
Alright. So last week, let me lower this a little bit here. Just a little bit. There we go. Where did you put them, by the way?
It's in the Google Docs.
Oh no, I closed that
Oh, shit.
that thing. Let me open Docs again. Is it my Docs?
Yeah, your Docs.
How do I go back?
Right here. There.
So last week we asked you guys.
What the hell?
What the hell? You need permission.
You're not on the right one then. Close it.
Close. Oh, I gotta go to
Just go to Google.
Googler. She's like, okay, boomer.
Okay, boomer. That didn't work either.
Why is it doing that?
You go to Google. Just go to Google. Just type in google.com and just type in Google Drive.
Just search for it?
No, not Google. Yeah,
Right
Google
here.
Docs.
That's weird. I wonder why that.
Yeah,
I'm elitist for being open-minded. I mainly use real hardware. I've always used real hardware. So the Polymega is like the one time I'm not using real hardware, but I've always been big on real hardware. Sean, the great gamer. What's up, Sean? Thanks for stopping in. So last week we asked you guys what games everyone is playing during this pandemic, and have you beaten any games? Here, let me move this over here so I'm looking at this screen. Right here. Sao Mao. Sao Mao. Let me lower this just a bit more because I can't hear you guys. There we go. So last week we asked what games, or not last week, last Saru show, that was 2 weeks ago. We asked, what is everyone playing during this pandemic? Have you beaten any games? Number 1 comes to us from Joseph. Joseph says, I started off this pandemic finally finishing up Fire Emblem 3 Houses DLC. Then I realized I never actually played my copy of River City Girls, and so I 100% the game, finally. Animal Crossing New Horizons arrived, and I've been playing a bit of that each day. Mainly now, though, instead, I've been watching the very first Kamen Rider since it was brought up over its entirety for streaming for free. Rather enjoying that. Oh, I should watch that. Kamen Rider. Very cool. That was from Joseph.
Yes, you did, Corbin.
Number two comes to us from no name. There's no name, but this person has been playing Animal Crossing Doom Eternal in Gaiaris. So if you're in here, go ahead and chime in. Number three also doesn't have a name. This person says the games that I've been playing are the Beats of Rage series of games on the Sega Dreamcast. I have a collection of 30 plus games that I've scored from another collector. I bought a couple from him to test to see how they were, and they are awesome. They also just look like official physical release. Very professional job. The one I've beaten so far is a Castlevania Symphony of Destruction from this series of games. I played that one. It was weird. I had a blast playing in it, and can't wait to get the rest of the collection. Sorry about that. Next one, number 4. This one comes to us from Juan Castillo. He says, been playing through all of the new demos, Trials of Mana, Bravely Default, Resident Evil 3, and Final Fantasy 7. Never played any of the Souls games before, but I picked up Neo 2 at launch. Needless to say, I've been hooked on it ever since. Such a great game, insanely difficult, yet so satisfying all at the same time. Love it. Game of the Year nominee for sure. Hashtag SaruPro for life, says Juan Castillo. SaruPro for life. Thank you for that, Juan Castillo. Alright, next one. This one doesn't have a name either. Sorry. This one says, I'm playing retro games mostly in my streams and attempting no death runs for them. Focusing on Streets of Rage for now. Oh man, I wish whoever that was would have left a name. When you answer these, make sure you put your name, your YouTube name, in the comments so that we know who you are. But apparently this person streams on YouTube. I'm wondering who they are. Alright, next one is number 6. Comes to us from Jeff Allison. Jeff Allison, he says, have been playing a bunch of RPGs. Still working on Atelier Ryza, Sakura Taisen, Rune Factory 4, but had to drop everything to play Persona 5 Royale, which so far has been awesome. Hopefully I'll finish them all before quarantine is over, says Jeff Allison. Number 7, I don't know who this is from, but this person says Mega Man X and Mario Odyssey. Alright. Next one comes to us from Kitsune-sama. She says, I am playing Mortal Kombat Complete Edition, Nier Automata, and something I can't read because it's in Japanese kanjis I don't understand. Kami... something... I'm not sure. Sorry, Kitsune. If you're in here, maybe you can tell us what it is. My kanji skills are bad. I'm sorry. Dota 2 as usual. And no, I have not finished any game recently, she says. All right, number 9. Number 9 doesn't have a name, but this person says East Book 1 and 2. I'm almost done. After I'm off to Final Fantasy VII World, lol. Ooh, I feel like that's somebody in our group. Oh yeah, Corbin is here. Let me copy that. Yeah, what is this? You can tell us what this game. This is what Kitsune-sama says she's playing. I don't know what that is. Something. The first one is Kami. The second is the to the thing. Something. Kagura maybe Kagura Chu. Kami Raku Do Chu something. I know so I know the first one is like Kami, and then the last one is Chuki, like Yokai Do Chuki has the same Chuki. So Kami something, the character for music, and something Chuki.
It's Kamaraku Do Chu something.
Kagura Do Chuki? Maybe?
Jesse, send it to me, please.
I think it might be Kagura Journal. Kagura Do Chuki! That's what it is. Thank you. If you hadn't said, okay, Kagura Dochuki is what it is. All right, so this person is playing Kagura Dochuki and some other stuff. All right, number 9. Number 9 says East Book 1 and 2. I'm almost done. After that, I'm off to Final Fantasy VII. Lol. Number 10. Number 10 says I have been playing Phantasy Star Online 2 Open Beta on the Xbox One, and it's great. Check it out, and it's free. I don't know who that is. Is that you, OK Japan Games, since you mentioned it? Number 11 comes to us from Light Up X. Light Up X has been playing Sega Genesis games and Call of Duty Modern Warfare on PC. Haven't beaten anything since pandemic started, but there's enough time left to complete a few games off of the backlog. Alright, that was from Light Up X. Number 12 comes to us from Brandon Wallace. He says, I have played and beat A Plague Tale Innocence, a great game, by the way. Currently, I'm playing East 8 on the PS4. Sorry. And I'm pretty much at the end now. Probably will be finished by the time this airs, Brandon Wallace says. Yeah, probably. He's probably long finished it by then. Number 13 is from Rover. He says, East 1, East 2, and 8, plus Yuki, of course. Beat them all, says Rover. Smiley face. Number 14. Number 14 doesn't have a name, but this person says, I've beaten Resident Evil 3, Resident Evil 2, World War Z, Red Dead Redemption, and some others, but I'm burning through my backlog. I've been playing a lot of the PS4 games lately. I'm currently trying to beat East Origin, and I'm really close. Who is that? I feel like that's somebody here too. Anyway, let me know if you're in here. Alright, number 15. Number 15 says, I recently beat Tactics Ogre on the PSP, and now I'm playing Asphalt Injection on the Vita. I've been trying to play a lot of the games that can be finished quick, or small arcade racers and shooters. That's usually my take on games, is whatever I can pick up and beat quickly. Mainly because of time. Number 18 comes to us from Nick Facechain. Facechain says, Catherine, Metal Gear Solid 5, beating both currently, says Facechain. Number 17, this person doesn't have a name, but he or she says, Animal Crossing, World of Warcraft Private Server, and Minecraft. And no, lol, I'm guessing no to not beating any of those games yet. Number 18 comes to us from Randrick. I think Randrick went to sleep already, but Randrick says, I have beaten Doom Eternal, Atelier Ryza, Cat Quest 2 so far. Been playing some PC Engine games on my Mini since yesterday, says Randrick. Yesterday, meaning 2 weeks and 2 days ago, says Randrick. Or 2 weeks and a day ago. Number 19 comes to us from Objection01. He says, been playing Doom Eternal and almost finished it. Also, continued East Book 1 and 2 and loving it. Finished East Book 1 and on to East Book 2. I imagine that Objection by now has probably finished East Book 2. I'm going to guess. Number 20, this one comes from Michelle. Michelle says, finishing off Sakura Taisen for Sega Saturn, which she's already finished. Playing Sims 4, playing a bunch of Darius games. I keep flip-flopping between different game titles, says Michelle. But by now, she's already, I know for a fact, she said it in the Discord, she has beat the first Sakura Taisen. Good on you. Number 21 comes to us from Corbin in Japan. He says, excuse me, Corbin says Chrono Trigger, LA Noire, and FX Unit Yuki. And he hasn't beaten any of them yet. I'm not sure if he has by now. He says, but yes, you did answer the question. You were the last one. Okay. And what am I reading here? What does this say? Oh, I'm reading this one, right?
Yes.
All right. And the winner for this week's Retro Video Game of the Week. And this one, you don't have to be here. We'll contact you via email. But the winner for this week's Video Game of the Week is the Gamer26, or Jill. The Gamer26, you are the winner of this week's Retro Video Game giveaway.
She's the winner.
We will go ahead and reach out to you. And if you're here, you can go to the fxunityuki.com website under the weekly giveaways and pick a game. Any game. There's lots of time. Jill Valentine, says Nick Face Chain. Alright, you guys, and that'll do it for SaruShow this week. Make sure, I hope everyone's happy that SaruShow is back, which is a different version of VGST, the Saturday show. We'll just go with the Saturday show. So, SaruShow, how do I sign up for the next one? Oh, someone's asking how do they sign up for the next one.
Oh.
Let's go ahead. We'll paste the link right
here.
now. Jesse's going to go ahead and put in that link.
1 second.
And you'll be able to enter it. So anyone who wants to enter it, we'll read off the question. Make sure that when you write it out, put your YouTube name either in the front or in the end so that I know who it is, because we don't pay for Gleam and it doesn't tell us who it is unless you put your username in the description field. So make sure to put your username. There's the link right there. Go ahead and click on that link. Answer this week's question. Next week, we're doing PSP and Vita. We're going to show off the PSP and Vita games that are in my collection. We're going to talk about some of the games that you guys like. Make sure to enter PSP and Vita next week. The question is, what are some of your favorite PSP and Vita games, and something like that. I don't know. You'll read it. I forgot the question already, but it has to do with PSP and Vita games, because we're talking about the PlayStation portables. So make sure to click on that link, answer that question. We'll read it here next week at the end of the show. But thank you everybody for stopping in. Oh no, we didn't show the video game of the week.
We'll do it next week.
I guess we'll have to show it next week. We forgot to show the YouTuber Video Gamer of the Week. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for stopping in, and we will see you all next time. Bye-bye. Cat butt, look at that cat butt. Kitty cat got butt. What you know about this cat butt? You don't know nothing about cat butt. Unless cat butt hits you in the face. That's right, it's all about that cat butt.